So I get to you day up on a mission for everybody rich. Them want take all away history and dump it all in a ditch. Them a call themselves big man and a one like Mitch. Want make them switch, want make them switch.
No, it's 4, boys. It's 4. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Alright, let's go.
Can you answer a question? Would you stay another one night with me? Why you find you a next man? He go only be second to me. I know you know that I wanna stay. Stop me not gonna let you give my love away. For you, yeah, my heart is calling. But you got a bad man falling. Feel over right now. Oh, yeah, give it to me right slow. Yeah, give me all night. Oh, yeah, got me coming right, yeah. You and them girl are the same. Only you me walk calling out my name. Right on the wave. You got me singing. Eh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give it to me slow. Yeah, give it to me slow. Yeah, one time now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give it to me slow. Yeah, give it to me slow. Yeah. So baby girl, come over. Girl, I got me falling like me never sober. Call me the boss, cause me want take over. Always on the father, he rests on my shoulder. Keep your friends close and the enemies closer. Say one time, God, you always on my mind. Baby, you the top, you are my desire. Yeah, you got that loving that I require. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give it to me slow. Yeah, give it to me slow. Yeah, one time now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give it to me slow. Yeah, give it to me slow. Yeah. You know you want it. I feel you calling. Call me on the nights when you're feeling lonely. Call me on the days when you're feeling fun. Cause I'm always on it. Putting work on it. Sexy in a dress and the lips so soft. Girl, you know I'ma take it off. Yeah, give it to me right slow. Yeah, give me all night. Oh yeah, got me coming right. Yeah, you and them girl are the same. Only you know walk calling out my name. Right on the way. You got me singing. Eh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give it to me slow. Yeah, give it to me slow. Yeah, one time now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give it to me slow. Yeah, give it to me slow. Yeah, baby.
Calypso, no summertime fling. Rocking to the rhythm and the style we are bring. Energy electric, I step in at the ring. Chipping and a chipping with a pretty little thing. And I know that it's gonna be my day. It's the new Calypso, no summertime fling. Rocking to the rhythm and the style we are bring. Energy electric, I step in at the ring. Chipping and a chipping with a pretty little thing. And I know that it's gonna be my day. Spreading love and it's gonna go my way. Middle of the road and we can't do a thing. When the vibes start popping out. Yeah. Feel it when the sun comes up, even when it rains down. Don't miss the magic. So blessed to have it. Oh, feel it when the sun comes up, even when it rains down. Don't miss the magic. Yeah. So blessed to have it. Yeah.
I just wanna feel free tonight. Yeah. Let it all go. No need to hide. Energy up. We ain't coming down. Everybody wanna. I'll give
gonna be my day.
It's a whole set of gal in the street party.
Now the whole thing popping out, popping out, popping out. Yeah. Feel it when the sun comes up, even when it brings down. Don't miss the magic. So blessed to have it. She just wanna have some fun, and I just wanna get down. Don't miss the magic. So blessed to have it. So blessed. It's the new calypso.
And she shaking up she hips so.
It's the new calypso.
And she shaking up she hips so. Yeah.
See me out, going round. Spread the love, and it's gonna be my day.
Yeah.
We got the magic. Believe in the magic. Believe in the magic. Believe in the magic. We got the magic.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Attention, event planners and organizers. Are you searching for the perfect venue to host your next unforgettable event? Look no further than the stunning La Jolla Complex, managed by EPL Properties Limited, a subsidiary of the Eastern Credit Union Society Limited. With a variety of versatile spaces to choose from, we have everything you need to bring your vision to life. Our courtyard offers a picturesque setting for wedding ceremonies and receptions, as well as shows and performances. Prefer an indoor setting? Our Eric Williams Auditorium is the ideal space for wedding receptions, symposiums, workshops, and more, with state-of-the-art amenities and ample seating. Looking for something more intimate? Our garden gazebo is perfect for smaller gatherings like intimate wedding ceremonies or fetes. But that's not all. When you book with us, you'll enjoy peace of mind knowing that security, services, and even cot fees are all included in your quotations. Plus, take advantage of our additional offerings like adding a room for an overnight stay at the Gems of La Jolla, located on the same compound. It's the perfect place for your presenter or bridal party to prepare and relax before the big event. Contact our event unit today at 225-4375, extension 5308 or 5309 to book your next event and let us help you create memories that will last a lifetime. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Yes, let's explore it. Wow, it's made with real salmon. Look what I found. Party mixed cat snacks. There's the delicious taste of the tuna we love. Definitely coming back tomorrow. Friskies, always more to explore.
Never had them like this. KFC nuggets. Back on the menu with a twist. New spicy nuggets, the dark and the dark. KFC nuggets are the best around. Spicy nuggets the best. With enough dips, no one fi contest. I swear it's 100% chicken breast. And everybody else fi hold second best. Back on the menu with a twist. Never had them like this. Spicy nuggets are the tastiest.
KFC chicken nuggets are back on the menu. Now you can choose between the new hot and spicy flavor or original, or mix them up, starting at $24.95. Only at KFC.
You got it, baby. Give me some, baby. Cause yeah, melanin popping, everything firm, nothing ain't dropping on you. All the big heads them watching, 6-figure clocking, but that ain't bothering you. No. Man could have gone on them ways, you know. But them boy go run the place, you know. Watch how your mother pray for you. Look how you're born with flavor, flavor, flavor. Melanin flavor, flavor, flavor. Sign the pen on your paper, paper, paper. Melanin flavor, flavor, flavor. Tell a boy go brave, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before you hot up the place, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look how you sweet like bonbon, like sugar in a pot when you brown brown.
You know where you come from, so nobody can take you for clown now. Cause you know what you have is special. So baby, don't give it up now, because your mother pray for you. Look how you're born with flavor, flavor, flavor. Melanin flavor, flavor, flavor. Sign the pen on your paper, paper, paper. Melanin flavor, flavor, flavor. Tell a boy go brave, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before you hot up the place, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell a boy go brave, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before you hot up the place, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look how you're born with flavor, flavor, flavor. Melanin flavor, flavor, flavor. Sign the pen on your paper, paper, paper. Melanin flavor, flavor, flavor. Tell a boy go brave, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before you hot up the place, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He said my afro like the night sky, all the constellations in my eyes, caramel dripping melanated, luscious, delicious, undiluted. Look at my hair, look at my skin, camera zoom in, look at the skin, like it's a spectrum, penny got the shades, winning every deck, no you can't draw no shade. I got them.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes.
Everyone. It's your Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Smar Lalu.
I'm Nicole Wong Chong.
And I'm Talia Alexander.
And of course, guys, we are back. It's another week, another Wednesday, another Island Girl Talk.
Yeah.
As always, we are so happy to be here, no matter what is going on, no matter what has us down, rain or shine, you understand? Of course, Nicole is here, back with us, sitting in for the lovely Rubes. Don't worry, Ruby will be back next week, God willing. So y'all will right along with her when she gets back.
Oh Lord.
How are you, ladies?
Not too bad.
Fine, thank you.
Oh, you look fine.
How are you?
Right. Yeah.
I want to talk about those nuts, those buns, and that red.
It's giving like
It's
cool,
giving.
cute.
And last time she was here, that pink blazer was giving as well.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
the outfit I had in mind to come, which I changed. That was, well, actually just the 2 buns I was going to come up with, but you see, you feel, man.
Well, all right.
Yes. Now you take the shine today, love. You take the shine.
Right. How were you guys this weekend and week so far?
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As you would have known, we finally had the Sunset Praise 2 event.
Nice.
At, I think it's on the bungalow, right?
Yes. It looked like vibes.
Oh my gosh.
It looked like vibes.
Everybody came with the vibes. We just had like it was just clean fun. We was glorifying God. We was enjoying it, enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
And people, somebody come up to me and tell me, they say, when they come up there, it's looking kind of stiff, you know, but you real shockers of it. They didn't expect me to sit like to see me dancing and stuff. But remember, I'm a dancer originally.
Yes.
So it was fun. I wish you guys were there, but
You look like you had a lot of fun.
You did.
For sure, for sure.
That was my
I was there.
Don't worry, man.
And your week so far?
Well, everything led to that time. You know, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go and stuff like that. So for me, it was really about that event. And not that that's over, but they're preparing for another one before the year's up. So I'll tell you guys about that.
Yes.
But yeah, I just had a chill, lay back, you know, spend time with the family, you know, interesting week. But yeah, the peak of it was Saturday.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds very
Lovely.
nice. Next.
So my birthday was a Wednesday, so I've been celebrating my birthday all week. I went
Oh, yes.
What did you do? I went to basically at my age.
At your age.
I feel like all I do for my birthday and want to do is sleep, eat, and drink.
I feel you with that
So
one.
I don't really, I don't indulge in alcohol, not because I don't want to, but because I am a very lightweight. So,
Same.
you know, I mostly spend my time eating. Yeah.
Hey.
I went. What is the name of this restaurant? And I can't remember. I don't know. I just floated. It's in San Fernando, and you have to like.
So many restaurants in Sando.
yeah.
Where
Okay,
like South Park, C3.
Could you explain the scenery?
Freebird. I went Freebird. So Freebird, right?
Never been
So
either.
let me tell you something. I mean, I would not recommend 10 out of 10, but for the experience, if you want to be wined and dined by somebody else who's paying,
Well, of course.
you should go. You should. That should be on your list. Hi. So anytime, so where do you want to go? I want to go Freebird.
Freebird.
Yeah, I want to go Freebird because so I'm just maybe it's just me. I'm just accustomed to having my own meal, deciding what I want, but it's more of a.
So
share
sorry,
thing.
I'm seeing something that someone says check her mic. Which mic is this?
My mic, right?
Is it your mic?
I think 'cause I'm not hearing myself.
Guys, let us know if you're hearing us all quite well. We don't want Nick to be talking and no one is hearing her. Guys, are all the mics working?
But somebody else could talk and then they probably will fix my mic.
I don't know. Are you hearing me?
Yes, all good.
Okay.
Yes, Nicole.
Okay.
You go ahead, Nicole.
So it's like the table orders one meal and everybody indulges in that meal.
Right.
Okay,
I love
nice.
it.
So my daughter Sophia, she's like, I think it was just a bit too bougie for me. But honestly, the place atmosphere was nice and the food was delightful. It's just I don't know if it's something that I would indulge in again. Right?
Okay,
but anyway, my weekend was basically just eating everything that I don't normally get to eat because you're trying to be skinny life. But I had a lot of cake.
Well, of course.
A lot of good coffee.
We know you like your cake.
A lot of different meats, which I was loving. I love lamb and I love pork, and you're not really supposed to have those kind of things.
Yes.
I don't. Maybe you are. Lamb is okay, but
Lamb is
I
good.
think you're not supposed to have a lot of meats. Well, for me, what I've researched and what I plan to live by is like I don't have a lot of meat all the time.
Yes.
You kind of have a good equal sharing. So for my birthday, I was like, we're doing this. We eat it.
I know exactly what you
So
mean.
that's why I'm still celebrating my birthday. So anytime, it's my birthday. It's fine.
Listen,
I can do
it's
it.
Leo
my
season,
birthday.
honey, so we
all month.
celebrating.
It's my birthday. I can do it. We made it this far. We're not dead.
Yeah.
We're not in jail. We haven't killed anybody.
We have life.
Yo, it is a time to celebrate. So yeah, that's what I
Indeed.
did.
Thanks for the reminder, Nick.
What about you, Sam?
My weekend was pretty good. I decluttered a bit. Not a lot. I thought it was like, going to be a whole project, but I was like, just one thing that I had to really throw out. But it still felt good, okay? So
Yes, girl.
Decluttering
I decluttered.
feels heavenly, trust me.
And kind of did a bit of vacuuming and cleaning, but also then worked, and I worked really late because I started my days a little later because it's weekend. Why wake up 6 o'clock?
Of course.
Right, and then week started pretty okay because I'm back to my regular schedule
Program.
Yeah, for my work days. So that was pretty cool. I got some sad news night before.
Oh dear.
Which kind of put a damp on it, but my family friend, he passed away. It's my so this daughter, like we all grew up together, like across the street in Santa Rosa, and she was my babysitter and like my big sister because I don't have any sisters biologically, and she's just real cool. She lives away now, but her father passed, so Dr. Emmanuel Hussain, so condolences go out to the whole family and everything. So next week Friday is funeral. But he lived a good life, and he's
it's all part of the ecosystem.
Exactly. And he still lives on in everybody's hearts, and the impact on Trinidad and Tobago, because he was a minister for a little bit and all of this. So his impact is felt, and
cherish your memories.
Yeah,
Very important to
exactly.
do that.
And how's your week so far?
Yeah, week is okay. It's pretty chill. Pretty chill. Yeah.
Enjoy it while you can. You know, she's a super busy person when she's ready. So
Yeah, it
enjoy
goes like that, right? I really do take the downtime when I can, but then it means I work late behind the computer on my stuff. So it's like different kind of down.
And you, Chris?
Of course, we want to hear from you all how your weekend was and how your week is going so far. The usual gigs, gig life, stage life. That's it. Let me make that money. I'm saying, right?
Well, I see we have people on the
The only reason I will leave my house. It was some nice gigs this weekend too, which I did enjoy. One was a disco 80s theme type of thing.
Sweet.
So, I went all ham with all the disco 80s vibes. And everyone was like, they had such a time. It was such a rewarding show that was.
Oh, nice.
So that was that. And then this week, you all know I've been a little under the weather since last week, but it will get better.
Yes,
this week was productive, but also, life is filled with disappointments and triumphs. Yes. And I find the former was a little overriding, so we rally, as I like to say, and I was it wouldn't last. Nothing ever.
No,
this too shall pass. But we got to stay on that high frequency. Yes.
So I think tomorrow, as you mentioned, high frequency, do you all know about it? Lionsgate. I mean, that's not necessarily something a religious person will buy into, but I just, there's a 888 tomorrow. And it's supposed to, I don't know what it's about. If anybody online
it's
really
to do with
knows
astrology,
what it's about.
Right.
Tiles. And it's supposed to be, help me, the sun, Earth, and one other planet lining up.
The 8th of the 8th.
Oh, yes. And it's supposed to be releasing an energy of abundance and that kind of thing. So they're asking people to pray, meditate, and focus on their desires and abundance in their life, apparently. Right. So I saw it.
It's kind of like, okay, so don't those chains where you say if you don't pass this to 10 people.
Yeah.
So you're like,
we don't subscribe.
I'm gonna be super abundant tomorrow. So if you just looking for that extra push, tomorrow is the day.
Indeed.
So if you didn't pray for the week and you didn't sit down with your Lord and Savior, tomorrow. You can do it now.
And we would love to see that camera on Nicole as she is talking her things. Yes, our tech team, our wonderful and capable tech team, can now put the camera on all of that. We are. Thank you so very much. Yes, you were repeating to the people, Nick?
Oh, no, I was just saying, you heard me, but so you can see the antics tomorrow.
Yes.
That is
the antics I want them to see.
The 8th of the 8th. You could Google it, see if it resonates. Either way, you heard it here.
Yes.
Just in case you weren't informed, now you know.
Yes.
Tomorrow is supposed to be a day of abundance and positivity. Chase away all those negativity. Sage down the playlist. You know? Get into it.
All right, now that we're all caught up, of course,
the chat is chatting right now.
Who wants to go and get caught up with the chat? All right,
I could
do the honors.
Sam has the accent capabilities now, so let's take one on this.
Yes, we can.
All right, so Landel Valdez says, good evening, ladies of
Hello,
Islandgirls. I want you to
Hello.
know
Hi,
that despite what is going on with the murders and people missing, be much in prayer. It's the only answer.
Amen. Yes.
Only sad news one after the other, but stay strong in prayer and condolences to all parents who have lost a loved one.
Oh, yes.
May your program cheer up broken hearts.
Thank you so much,
Landel.
Landel.
Thank you, Landel.
Definitely send it to them.
J. Marley says, sound checker mic. Hi, ladies.
We did. I hope that you're hearing
I hope
us.
we're back up.
Yes.
Fire Wolfman, hey. Greetings and blessings, ladies and everyone. Swamped with work, so I'll be in and out.
Okay.
Have a great show and keep safe.
Thank you so much, Fire Wolfman.
Yes, Fire Wolfman. J. Marley says, yes, better, great.
Right.
Fire Wolfman, happy belated birthday, hands up. Also, 8 is the lucky number. A lot of Asian cultures, 8, 24 over 3 equals 8. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that it?
And 8
Yes,
is also
that's it for the chats right now.
8 is also the number that they use for being born again as well.
Oh,
Which is weird,
I did not know that.
Completion.
Yes,
you have
it
to
is
give
the
me
number
more
of
info
completion.
on that,
creation
Tals.
and 8 is the completion.
I have no idea
what
what
you're
you're
doing.
Fantastic.
I will teach you, girl. I'll teach you.
Tell me.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, we're all caught up. Of course, please remember to like this live.
Yes.
Like it, please. Just all you have to do is just one click, click the like button. And of course, if you're feeling generous, share the live, share the link to your friends in your WhatsApp, in your stories, etc., etc. And of course, if you're an up-and-coming artist or well-established one, you can play your music on our platform. We always support local right here at ourradio.fm. So send your music in at music@ourradio.fm. That's music@OURradio.fm. All right? We're happy to play your music. The more the merrier.
And Colleen, we want to hear from you.
Yeah,
Colleen, guys, it's been a while.
Tell them how they can reach us, Styles.
No, I mean, we have 466-4-OUR or 466-4687. That's
correct,
the number,
is
guys.
right. We love when you guys call and engage with us.
Come
in. All right.
And if you have new music, and you want to get it played or on air, we do welcome it. And that you can email that to music@OURradio.fm.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we're going to take a very short break, but we will be back to start the topic of the day. It's a doozy, you know.
It is interesting, actually.
And it's one that we do way too much in this culture and in this country called Trinidad. People like to ghost. So, why do people ghost others?
Why do you do that?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Keep it locked. We'll be right back after these messages.
Go to commercial.
So new, but so radical.
New! The KFC Double Stacker Sandwich. 2 crispy chicken fillets sandwiched with barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese.
So new, so radical.
Order your Double Stacker Sandwich now via the app or KFC.com. It's finger licking good.
Welcome to the Sporting Complex, your ultimate destination for fitness and fun. Located at La Jolla Complex, Eastern Main Road, St. Joseph. Membership rates include access to weight training, spin classes, aerobics, and recreational swimming sessions. We've got something for everyone. For those looking for flexibility, our drop-in rates are just $35 per visit. Or grab a weekly pass for $125. Sign up for a monthly membership at just $325, granting you access to all services, all hours of the day. Plus, special rates are available for retirees over the age of 65 at just $200 and students at $225. Plus, special rates are available for retirees over the age of 65 at $200 and students at $225. Are you a member of the Eastern Credit Union? Lucky you! Enjoy exclusive membership pricing at $275. And for our valued service personnel, we offer the same rate of $275. But wait, there's more. We're excited to reintroduce our sauna service. Indulge in 45 minutes of relaxation for just $40 for gym members or for guests. Join us at the Sporting Complex for a healthier, happier you. Visit us today to sign up or learn more.
Eugene, brave boy. Yo. Say upside down, turn right round. Baby, love the way how you wind to the ground. Say upside down, turn that round. Love the way your body shake up and down.
Cozy in my zone. I don't want your number in my phone. You can try to get lucky, but just know I don't need you. I might take what you're giving, but I won't give in to you. Ooh, it's spicy, yes, it's hot, you like that. Yeah, yeah. Careful igniting the way my fire burns. Someone might get hurt. My body up on you now might turn your world upside down. Upside, 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 upside down. Upside, 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 might turn your world upside down. Upside, 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 upside down. Upside, 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 might turn your world upside down.
Say through the ups and downs, baby, you were there for me. I know I did you wrong, can you forgive me? Just give me one more chance, I promise I could be the only man you want, baby, it was meant to be. You and I together, call it serendipity. I love your body, face and personality. I got you on my mind, but need visibility. And if I had one wish, I wish you'd be with me.
I don't want conversation, I want experience. I might just keep you waiting, don't get too serious. Let it out on the dance floor, baby, make me want it. Serve it up now, last call, think we're on to something. Ooh, it's spicy, yes, it's hot, you like that. Yeah, yeah. Careful igniting the way my fire burns. Someone might get hurt. My body up on you now might turn your world upside down. Upside, 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 upside down. Upside, 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 might turn your world upside down.
We are back, you guys. We're back with more show for y'all.
Hello.
It's your Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Smar Malalo.
And I'm Nicole Wong.
And I'm Talia Alexander.
That's right, indeed, y'all are. And of course, if you're just joining us, we just got caught up. Of course, Nick is holding on for Ruby Paris, who will be back with us, God willing, next week, Wednesday. All right? But let's get into the things. You know, we always bring it with the hard-hitting topics.
Listen. I have nothing to say again, no. I just hear.
All right, we bring it with the hard-hitting topics. And today is no exception. We are talking about something that is a crucial problem right here.
Yes, for sure.
Not in Trinidad and Tobago and in the Caribbean. You know,
globally.
Why do people ghost? Why do they ghost others, boy?
Why they so, boy?
Whether it's romantically, professionally, just across the board, I find that a form of communication, right, is just not communicated at all.
Good way to say that.
Needless to say.
Right.
The best way to say plenty is say nothing at all.
No gift. Not when things are on the line.
True.
You know what I mean? It's rude. I personally hate it.
Yeah.
It's rude. It is. It just makes the other person feel like they don't matter. You know what I mean? It's a frustrating experience that can leave other people feeling quite hurt and rejected.
Right. Yeah,
and no one likes rejection. So we want to just delve into it, not necessarily to find a solution or pinpoint a cause, but just to raise awareness and to make people a bit more mindful. Treat each other good, now, man. Come on.
Because for me, I mean, it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You're not respecting somebody. And I'm not looking at it because, you know, you have your points to make there and watching everybody, right? But it's disrespect because whatever you don't want for yourself, you don't do to others. You extend grace as best as possible. Yes, we need our time, but just articulate what you really feel in the best way possible. I did that up to recently. Well, you know.
Right? Yes. So, of course, we're going to delve into it. We want to explore some of the possible reasons why people might, in fact, ghost you, regardless of the circumstance. And also to, you know, talk about our own experiences. And I'm sure we have tons of stories to tell. So, Nick, I find you're rather quiet.
Oh, no, I was waiting.
You are the ghoster.
Maybe, I don't
We
know.
want to get our point of view too.
So no, I was just, what do you think
How do you feel
ghosting
about
is,
it?
though? What
Ghosting
is
is, let's say you're in, let's talk from a romantic point of view, first of all. You're chatting with someone. For the record, I've never been ghosted. Let's just I'm joking. However, seriously speaking, let's say you're talking to someone and things are fine. There's no reason to stop communication.
Right.
But maybe a couple days go by. No biggie. You're just talking. A week goes by. Mind you, things are great, huh?
Yeah.
Or even if you're under the impression that you're exploring something new with someone, and then a week passes, a month passes, you just no longer hear from the person. You start to wonder, okay, what's going on?
What did I do?
You know what I mean? You start to gaslight yourself, all kinds of things. It's just not a great feeling, you know? And so ghosting is typically just leaving somebody on red, figuratively speaking.
Yeah.
You know, leaving them on red, just
hanging.
Hanging.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Just as a complete halt of communication.
Right.
When in all honesty, there was no reason for the communication to stop.
Yes.
Yeah?
So ghosting refers to the sudden ceasing of communication, like Crystal said, by one party in a relationship without explanation. It is commonly observed in dating, which is what Crystal mentioned, but it also can be done in friendships
In
and
business.
even in a professional relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And we found that ghosting has become more prevalent in the prevalent Lord. Prevalent in the digital age, because a lot of the time we would have normally just set up appointments via a secretary, or if we are linking up to meet with a friend or something, most of the times that would happen in person. We would do that. But because we have such easy access to each other via the digital age and technology and stuff, you're now able to ghost someone a lot easier.
Absolutely.
A lot easier, because as Chris
that
mentioned,
interpersonal connection is not there, no longer
you
there.
don't respond, hoping, and it could be as simple as I'm not responding now because I'm driving, and then I forgot I didn't respond now because I'm driving,
That happens.
and then
But
I left you unread, and then you're like, oh crap. But life is good without this person. They didn't call me, so I'm not gonna call them. It's fine. Let's just move on. So I think ghosting sometimes can be defined and put into the bracket of ghosting, and it's a little overused because
find it relevant.
Sometimes it's very innocent. You know?
Somebody, I'm so sorry, Nicole, but someone just called me out on the chat room, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. We'll go back to the previous chats, right? But Full Time, aka J Revolution, aka Jamil, who has been on this show before and who calls in quite often, says the topic is ghosting. Surprise eye and stuff, and ghost emoji like he did. He says, Crystal said she'll come up on my show for about a year now.
Wow.
Is that ghosting?
That's bad news.
Wow.
Just Crystal's name is now Casper.
Let me publicly. You know what? I am a girl that listen, I own up to my age.
Bring on go ahead.
Jamil, I feel I should call, you know. I feel I should call. This is a conversation.
We had.
However, I wouldn't call it ghosting.
Right.
He did invite us, and it's been over a year. He invited us since season 1, me and the season 1 panelists, to come to his show. He has many different shows on his platform. He does quite a lot of good work and that kind of thing in terms of media and that kind of stuff, content. And we just never got around to it. If it's not, and I do remember we spoke about it, but when the time came around, someone always was busy. The other one, we couldn't come as a unit, and it just never panned out. But I can say in all honesty, Jamil, it wasn't a result of not wanting to do it and ghosting. I wouldn't use ghosting, though it could very much appear that way.
I mean, if you're using the broad term by the definition of...
Because I imagine...
Ceasing conversation or communication.
I imagine going on Jamil's show would be quite fun. We just never got around to it. So publicly my apologies, my boy.
You get
No
a
hard
public
feelings.
apology.
But it will happen. It will happen. I don't know when, but it will happen. Yes?
Yes.
I like it, man. I like it. The man make it. Wait, what?
He make mouth, man, but that's
Yeah.
Jamil. That's all good. He also says your turban is fire.
I like it. Yes.
Oh, thanks.
Guys, we'll get back to the others in the chat room shortly, but we back to Nicole. You were saying something, Nick.
No, I was just defining what the official term of ghosting is. Because I find we just use all these modern terminology.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. What would you call it, Nick? If not ghosting.
Because sometimes these things can happen. For example, Crystal just forgot about
I did forget.
and timing didn't align.
That's right.
We
That's
used to
right.
say them.
Yes,
You know,
the
timing
timing.
didn't match up. You know,
It's
if
the
we weren't-
timing.
Yeah,
Right.
we weren't feeling the same energies or the same vibes. You know, kind of. And so many times it, avoidance of behavior. So we don't want to hurt someone.
Yeah.
So we just avoid it. I think that's what we used to call it. We used to be like, well, I'm just avoiding a situation.
Yes, it's avoiding.
I don't know. But
Like, it's
it wasn't
avoiding that
ghosting.
person. Altogether, just avoiding that person.
Sometimes a person is
But-
going through something personal as well.
Yeah.
You know, they're going through
And-
something and it's like, I can't deal with this.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
valid too. I, for one, I'm not afraid to hurt someone's feelings, not intentionally,
Yeah.
but if by being honest your feelings get hurt,
Yeah.
well, I will try my best to mute it as much as I can and
Yeah.
soften the blow. But
But it's still honest.
I have to be honest. I will, even if I have to ghost you or not follow up on an opportunity with you because I don't think it aligns with what I want at that point in time, I will tell you that.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if it would hurt your feelings, but at least I've told you the truth. And it's what I would want for myself too.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like to do that.
Yeah.
And I think what happens sometimes is that people, they listen but they don't hear, or they hear but they don't listen.
Yeah.
And no matter how much times you say it, you're gonna get tired of saying. So you really have no other alternative but to
to
just
ghost.
mute, block, delete.
Oh, gosh. That's when things take a kind of dangerous turn, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely
Sometimes
one.
ghosting is warranted.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
really have
And
to
then,
go.
I mean, it's like what Crystal said, like at the end of the day, it doesn't take much to say here what, like relationally. You know what, I'm not feeling this
It does
anymore.
take a lot, Tally.
No, at least for me, not anymore. I because the thing is, I know what it feels like to be ghosted before. So I don't want to do that to someone else. So even if I have to break the truth, but in grace, so listen, I really don't feel the way that you probably would feel in the situation and stuff like that. I think we've met our end. I have nothing against you, thing, you know.
Yeah.
But be honest.
Yeah.
And it's up to them if they're still pressing it after I've been totally clear. That's the next thing to clarity.
Yes.
Be clear about where you are. It's like
Yeah,
when you
the
say, stand
clarity
firm,
thing
you know,
is a challenge.
and be respectful. And then if they still not get any point after that, well,
Then you
know
have
where
a
you
right to
be.
ghost.
But
Yeah.
if you have not laid on that, then you are still disrespectful.
Yeah.
What
So-
about if the person, sorry, Chris.
No, you
what
go
about
ahead.
if the person just lacks that communication? Because I deal with a lot of younger, so the Gen Z generation. And for some reason, it's really hard for some of them or most of them to express themselves, like find the
Guys,
words.
we are getting a call.
I feel it, Jamil.
I feel like I know who it might be, but I'm not sure. Guys, you want to come take this? Should I put it on the broadcaster? Let's put it on the broadcaster. Are they on?
Welcome.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
You're live
Oh,
with
wait,
Island Girls Talk.
Wait, are inside?
Raise the volume,
Is this the-
guys.
Yes, you're
Is
inside.
this the Ghosted Recovery Network? Because some heartbreak to talk about.
I figured it would be.
You know me now.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Jamil. You know
y'all,
I'm just gonna take it. I am just gonna take it.
no, wait, no, for the record, obviously, I don't think it's ghosting, right? So let's just
Guys,
get it
you're
in
not
there.
hearing Jamil as loudly as we would like. You're
Wow.
hearing him in there.
Yes.
I mean-
Jamil, hold for 1 second. We literally have
No
a
problem, no
guy
problem.
crawling on the floor in front of us.
You know how to do that? You could have.
I'm hearing him now.
Are we good now?
Yes.
All right.
Thank
All right.
you.
So, good evening, everybody.
Hi, good evening again.
Yes.
Nice
No,
to
it's too
have
loud.
you.
But no problem. Well, let me just clear the air first. I don't actually think it's ghosting in Crystal's case, right? Now, of course, I just wild. Of course, I just wild in here.
That's all right. That's all right, Alex.
But you know what? So, to chime in the topic of ghosting, I think we all could agree that ghosting is disrespectful, right?
Yes.
But and of course, to the ladies here, I could empathize that your dating experience is very different to the man's dating experience, because sometimes even when you try to politely decline somebody's advances, whether they didn't enjoy the date and whatnot, as Crystal said, it could be dangerous. Yeah, right? It could be dangerous, and I empathize with that, because as much as I don't understand, I know it happens and it's real. I think for men, I guess from my perspective, or something that has happened to me before, is that I think that communication of your feelings is still something that is not done very well in our modern
So lack of communication skills.
No, not so much the skill, and I think we probably put in too much. I think people put too much emphasis on the skill. I think there's an ego or pride that's involved.
Okay.
Like so, I'm saying.
Jamil, you could always come to Jamil to speak the truth. Boy, my God.
Jamil, I agree, but also we don't put it into practice to get comfortable with it at all.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. So correct, right? Correct in terms of the skill, but then so there's a self-awareness to me that I think is necessary. So to my point, there are times when I would have been in situations singular, because I know ladies, man, or nothing like that, right? Well,
Yeah,
so
right.
I'm just saying that.
You're on ish with that one, Jamil.
For you right now,
Jamil, you're on ish with that one, but carry on.
You know what? I have a reply, but it's too easy. I will leave it alone. But yeah, no. So I'm saying that sometimes you might be in a situation with somebody, and maybe your feelings might be developing, maybe they aren't, and you would refuse to communicate that for fear of, I don't know, maybe
rejection.
looking like it's too soft or rejection or whatnot, and then some people create this false expectation of well, that person probably does feel the same way, since I feel in that way, but I'm not going to say anything because I'm just going to wait and see what's seen now.
Right.
And to me, that is the other side of ghosting. I think the other side of ghosting for me is see when you're not communicating where you act in terms of what you're expecting and where you want out of a situation, and you're being very vague and stuff like that. I think that's just the other side of ghosting.
So you actually may have been not. The person didn't realize they was ghosting you because they're not on that same level as you.
You're not on the same frequency.
Exactly. That could be the same thing as well. You know what I mean? That people just not self-aware of where they are. You know what I mean? And that go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Now, I was just trying to present another part here. It's not necessarily on the ghosting topic. I was just stating, when we're talking about that kind of disrespect and confusion when it comes to those sorts of romantic advancements, not only to ghosting, I feel like it's pretty understood that ghosting is disrespectful. Like, if you really disappear from somebody, like that is it, full stop. It's not a way to justify that. Even if you're going through something personal, you don't have to spill out your whole gut. You just say, hey, I'm sorry to disappear on you like this, but I'm really going through something that I can't communicate with you right now. I hope you understand. I'm sorry. That's real simple.
A lot of people are afraid to hurt people's feelings.
But I feel like ghosting is like one of the most ultimate gaslighting. I wouldn't say tools, but it's just the ultimate way to gaslight someone, because it leaves the person who is on the receiving end feeling so insecure, so rejected, so you're asking, well, did I do something? And when they know fully well they didn't do ish.
Correct. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I feel like ghosting is a byproduct rather than the root cause of the thing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah. So I really think because I use my situation as an example of a person just refusing to like tell me where they're at. And I'm thinking to myself, this kind of behavior has caused a lot of different things, whether it's ghosting, manipulation, lying, hiding, all these different sorts of things. So I think in general, Dread, people just need to be about a bit more self-aware and honest and not be afraid. I don't afraid to tell a girl I'm a girl. I really love her. I love her fun. Like the other day, hey, listen, true story. The other day, like about 2 weeks ago. Right. Quick story. I'll come up on the phone just now. Quick story, right? So there was this, particular young lady. I liked her very much. And now, to be fair to her, I didn't specifically say that I liked her. So no problem.
Right.
But I did things. Cook a little dinner here and there. You know what I mean? I would have, done certain things, rent a little beach house. I might have done that. I might have done those things, a little beach house, serve her breakfast, blah blah blah. She even asked me, now, how come you don't have a girl? It's hella funny. So anyway, time passed, and I was like, I eventually told her, I say, back at this time period, I said, I'd really love a funny and thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I believe that that point was just me being honest.
Yeah.
But when her reaction was, I did not know that, and I couldn't fault her for that because again, I didn't illicitly say, hey, I would like to pursue romantically, and there's a lesson there, and that's the point I'm making with being self-aware. I should have said something out of, I should have said something at that point in time, and
You have to be brave.
So, but listen, people.
Sorry to say that.
No, that's cool.
I'm thinking that as men, or because this is. I mean, it's falling in everybody's garden, men and women. But hopefully, we could have more people talking about this because they have to practice being self-aware because they could damage their own relationships. Yeah. Business-wise or relationally. I mean, it's a big upset. Imagine that you could actually damage something that, could be a big deal.
Opportunity,
So
lose opportunity.
I know.
Yeah.
So I could relate to not saying anything,
right?
Because generally we have a lot of me toos. I like this, me too.
Yes.
I feel this way, me too. And in having a fear of that, you'd be like, okay, let me wait and see how this person feels, and then I would, figure out the rest kind of thing.
But in a way, we are addressing insecurity.
Yeah.
Because you need to be secure. Some people will like you, some people will not, but you have to be secure in yourself.
Yeah, you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared.
Because if you're fearing people think or fearing that they hurt somebody, whatever. If you're secure in who you are, you would again be self-aware, and you would also be able to know how to share the truth the most respectful way that you can.
Yeah.
And then let the bygones be bygones.
Yeah.
However it fall.
Yeah.
So we need to really
But
make
now
our confidence.
Well, all right, cool. So that's all I wanted to say. You ladies are doing a fine job. Right, Samara.
As always,
Right,
Jamil has...
Samara. Your turban is fire.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, thanks so much, Jamil.
I appreciate it.
All right. Okay, you ladies have a good afternoon. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling.
Did you remember where we left off with the chat, Sam? Yes, indeed.
This is a hot topic.
Yeah.
So
and
if anybody else wants to call in, it's 466-4687.
Correct. Right?
So, full-time, letting the people know.
Right.
Topic is ghosting.
Yeah.
Big eyes and ghosts. So that was him just now. Joel Lara. Hi, Joel. I've had many times I'd start chatting and then bam, no more replies. Yep. Just left unread.
Many
days,
times?
weeks, months, and then bam, you see a message from them and they act like nothing wrong. Oh my God, it's a comeback. It's a comeback for me. Crystal said she'll come. Right, so you address that. Turban is fire. Can we just say what's happening? Sorry. Landel Valdez says, avoidance of behavior is necessary. Like you have a male friend as a woman and you realize he coming on to you inappropriate, you have to ghost someone.
So
you
what
have
we
to ghost
saying is
someone in
sometime
order to protect yourself. Sorry,
it's
I didn't finish
necessary.
Yes. Stephen Warwick. Good afternoon. Afternoon, everybody. I was working the car. What a miss. All right, J. Marley.
We're talking ghosting.
Rewind.
You ever get ghosts in a party? People ghost people for many reasons, but main reason is not interested.
True. But then just say
ever,
that.
not every. Oh, corrected. You ever. Okay, stand corrected.
Right, so I like that topic that he made, not topic, but point that he made. You're just not interested, and that's fine.
It's fine.
That's it's clear. But
communicate
what
that.
if leading up to the point of ghosting, interest was given?
Yeah.
You had reason to believe that interest was there.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of us talking about romantic settings, and it's horrible then. But let's talk about business for a little bit.
Oh
You're
my
doing
gosh.
business with someone in a professional setting, and you have someone that may or may not be interested in your product, or vice versa, or whatever. You make arrangements for meetings or presentations or whatever the case may be, leading up to the date. Nothing. you know, or you call a week in advance, nothing. Right.
Well, I think a lot of times for that, in the times that I've experienced that, I don't know if it's shame on the other person's end, but like they no longer have the money.
That's one part.
And so they don't want to come and say, well, you know, well, this fall through, or yeah, I had this plan, but then things kind of, you know, didn't go the way that I expected it to in the weeks. So they don't come and let you know.
The
or
thing
they go
about
with
that
another supplier.
The thing about that is they don't need to give you the details of what the issue is,
Exactly.
especially if it's private or personal. They don't have to say we don't have the funds. They don't have to say we went with a competitor.
Say we no
what they
longer
can say is it
require.
no longer aligns with what we want at this point in time. Unfortunately, and it's still something, you know what I mean, as opposed
it's
to
good to know.
Yes. And then what I can't stand too as a form of ghosting is they ask you to call and you call and you call and they're not responding. Or you send a text message and they're not responding. When I tell you that is a pet peeve for me, listen, how livid I get for that is an understatement, because as someone who can't stand that, I make it my business to take calls.
Right.
Even if I don't recognize the number or what have you, I will take the call. And if it's something or someone that I don't want to deal with, I will politely find a way to let you know this. You know what I mean? Because it is horrible. And it's hypocritical to sit here and say one does not like when someone treats one this way, but then you doing it. You know, so I make it my business. Okay, I'm gonna take your call, but then I will say, listen, this is not gonna work for me right now. It's not the right time. Find another time.
But I realize that sorry, Simon. I realize that there's a linkage between the relational and business. Whatever you practice relationally is going to seep into your business, which makes it it's unprofessional. Let me call it for what it is. It is unprofessional.
But you know, sometimes I mean, just like in the relational, one of the things that I read that this could be both in business and, well, I'll say it in the relational as well. They just have it as a plan B. So they would not tell you right away, because that closes the door. But you will not know what else is on the horizon or what else they're doing outside of you. And then, so like in a dating setting as well as a shopping around for a service setting where they would have other providers, right? And they will not want to say, Crystal, whoever, you know, we don't need your services at this time or anything. They're going to say, you just don't hear anything.
Yeah, you're just not
going to hear anything. And then a month or two later, if their probation period is up and the person is working, you call to follow up to get rejected. And that happens a lot in the job space when you're applying for jobs as well. Right? That you're applying, you make it through probably the second round of interviews, which is, you think, okay, well, this is a good sign because I got through to the second round of interviews. And then weeks pass, 2 months pass.
Nothing.
And you have to assume, okay, well, now I know I don't get the job, but why aren't they telling me something? You know, so now you chase and you say, okay, is this, and then they say, no, sorry, we went with another candidate.
Yeah, so the job is no longer available.
Yeah, and all these things when it's like I could have been doing, you know.
But my thing is, why is it so hard?
Yeah, I
for
have
people
no idea.
to just say what it is. It's not hard.
I don't like that. So as a
this
producer,
is life. Things change. Life. So okay, you were gung ho last week, but you're not gung ho this week because you probably got someone better than me, or whatever, or giving you for a better deal, or in a romantic setting, somebody that you're clicking better with. Just
say something.
Yeah,
I would be devil's advocate, and I know that it doesn't feel good, but my thing is, no communication is still communication.
Yes.
If you call and they don't answer, you are allowing yourself to be affected by that communication. I understand what you're saying, Crystal, because we kind of in the same business in terms of service. If somebody books me for whatever they book me for, my service, whichever service that I'm offering, and I realize I try to confirm and you're not answering, then I'm my business is moving on.
Yes.
And that's kind of how I'm not telling anybody how to do their business, but we kind of have to put out, because we know we were in a business where people are people and humans are humans.
Yes.
Humans do human things. We can't schedule something around this other person's.
Of course not.
But I understand what you're saying in terms of professionalism, and you keep doing your business professionally as you always do.
Yeah.
But that communication has been communicated to you. You just don't like how it was communicated.
Not necessarily that I don't like how it was communicated, but it is wrong. We already established at the beginning of this conversation that it is incorrect, it's disrespectful, it causes the person stress. I mean, as at the end of the day, even if it is a form of no, which it clearly is, Nicole, it's such a rude way to say no. And it's totally avoidable.
I mean,
1,000%.
I definitely want to say, okay, so we're not judging persons in terms of the both sides of the coin, but we are
judging.
Okay, well, other than some, we
are the wrong side of the coin. Just letting you know.
We are addressing a very important, vital topic that many people are experiencing, and I'm pain and trauma sometimes, triggered by that.
Yeah.
And it has to be addressed. And as you're saying that, one thing that comes to mind too, a different example is business-wise, is sometimes a person is too busy.
Yes.
So, like for instance, they're juggling a whole lot. So it's not like if they don't want to, but they
the
haven't gotten
secretary
to
was
you
supposed
yet.
to call and she didn't call, or the assistant was supposed to.
I think we always know what sounds like an excuse and what doesn't. Jay Mali said something interesting here. She says everyone uses everyone.
Yeah.
Some people are genuine, and some people just want to exploit you. And then she said, this is the interesting part, only takers ghost.
Wow.
Oh, no, but that is, I mean, people don't like to hear that, but that is just some truth.
Story time.
Story time.
As we share, right?
One. Yeah, we share.
And this is quite recent. Your girl get booked for, it was that one of those full weekends I had a couple weeks back.
Right.
And booked and everything. And the clients, had me do videos, promo videos and flyers and all these stuff posted up and that kind of thing. And I'm driving to the venue and 5 minutes, not less than 5 minutes, I'm literally about to drive in. I get a call from them saying, can we book you for next week instead?
Well, they communicated, but they communicated
No, I
too
need you
late.
to no. I need you to understand as an artist.
That's ridiculous.
Really and truly, we're supposed to be taking a down payment.
Oh yes, very much
so. That if something goes awry, my time is being compensated for.
Facts.
Right?
1,000%
I am
facts.
literally driving into the venue.
Right.
I done
and
there.
I
You gotta
get
pay me full.
a call saying, "Can I book you for next
Did you
week?"
say no? I'm
Of course,
here.
right? And I let them know immediately that it was not okay, right? That my time again is of the essence here, and I am not just sitting around. I also let them know that I lost funds that day because I turned down another client that wanted to book me at that time, right?
That's a job.
So, the ghosting happened here. I really and truly am supposed to say, listen, I would need a half of what I'm supposed to, but you already knew. You already know this is the culture. Unfortunately, in this country, that's how things are done. It just would not make sense to even bother. You're not going to get that, all right? Unless it was paid up front, it's done. Dead in the water. However, they're like, we would happily pay you your down payment for next week.
Right.
I said, okay. Not a single call. Not a single call.
Yeah.
And the following week came and went.
See?
Right? Complete disregard. Full on. And that is some of the things that we deal with on a regular, whether you're an artist, whether you're in corporate, no matter what. It's just full on disrespect.
It's disrespectful. And at the end of the day, but guess what? It does come back to the person who do it though, at some point.
Yeah.
At some point. So, guys, be secure in who you are. Just say what you need to say. Be honest with people.
Yeah.
Even in business, have some sort of integrity. It's very important. People love that. They can deal with that. I know what I'm getting when I approach certain people because, what you see is what you get. And we need some of that. But the ghosting thing, at least for me, it is disrespectful and it's not nice. It hurts a lot of people, and we could do without that.
It's so interesting.
We could do without that.
And on that, it leaves you with emotional and psychological impact. That that ghosting leaves you with, like, feeling rejected, loss of closure, impact on future, literally everything Crystal said. Like in that story, she summed up literally all those 3 points. At the end of the day, my thing is, I don't know, Crystal, it's crazy to me that I understand that it affected you like this, and you're right in everything you're feeling.
First time that something like that happened as well.
I just so custom. It's like, I guess, I don't know even if that is part of our culture. I don't know if that's part of my dealing process. But we have to get to me, in my mind, I condition to, like, all right, this is going to happen. I'm prepared for it. Let me just water off the duck's back. That's the saying, water off from my back. But as Crystal said, sometimes you just can't. You cannot.
Let me tell you something.
I don't think we ever should, because then it becomes the norm.
It is the norm.
It is the norm. It is the norm, right?
Because it's not about you alone, it's other people.
Everybody would be affected. Every single person who's doing business within the space and creative business or whatever business that is trying to be ethical and trying to be professional, and it's now that you're dealing with somebody who is operating in a professional manner, that you still trying to dictate the pace, and instead of doing mutually beneficial, instead of having respect that that person is also operating a business and operating business just as you are. So you're not seeing it as business to business. People always think business to business is if you're a conglomerate and you're dealing with another conglomerate, right? Yeah. And it's not like when you are employing somebody for a good or service that is a business to business transaction, right? So I think it's important that we actually speak up and not accept these things. And I know Trinidad is a place that you get blacklisted for doing the right thing. You get punished for doing the right thing. You get all of a sudden the jobs. You're difficult. So you stop working. But if you step up and start being professional and stop acting like a hustler, then there was no reason for you to see me as difficult. You should say, she know what she about. So if you're coming to her, come to her correct.
Integrity.
You know what I mean? Just have some ethics and integrity and respect for others. That's it.
So what you're saying is, like, literally talking about some coping strategies. So healthy coping strategies. Encourage self-reflection.
Exactly.
And understanding that ghosting often reflects the ghoster's issues. Rather than personal flaws.
Exactly. And what
encourage
we can do
in self-care activities and seek support from friends.
Yes, exactly.
Actually, before you continue, Nick, when you said that, I thought about in terms of the person on the receiving end, because you were talking about
being mature.
Because you have to be secure in yourself. If you're not getting that closure, it's not an excuse to do that. But if you're not getting that closure, you need
give
to
yourself
heal
closure.
For you. Heal for you. Don't let your relationships or business be affected by this experience.
So that's what I was trying to get at, is that what they did after you're done simmer, your pot simmer, and it come down and you're good.
Kusume.
Say it again. Right, you just have to realize what that whole scenario was. After you drink and you talk to your girl, them and you
pray, take
usa. Yes. You realize that's really not on you,
No,
it's not on you. You learned a lesson, you ain't working with them again.
Yes.
And if you are, you put in the price.
Yes.
You
pay for your inconvenience.
Higher, and then you also realize that that's not how your lessons learned.
Exactly.
You don't want
so you mature
to
a little
work
bit.
with wisdom then.
You mature a little bit in yourself to know, okay, well, this is not a me thing. And I can expand my emotional quotient on both ends where my emotional quotient could say this is not a me thing, and then the other person emotional quotient will say it is a me thing, and I need to fix that, so I am not making it an other people's thing.
Yes. And encourage open communication.
Oh, for
Foster
sure.
open and honest communication skills to prevent. That's what we're doing here.
That's what we're doing.
Oh, look at us.
Yes.
To prevent misunderstandings and ghostings. Emphasize the importance of expressing feelings and intentions clearly in relation. I find that hard to do when you're a female because you're on your period or you're in your feelings.
I have a story for you with that one.
Sickening.
Yes.
Get with the story, Gil.
Okay, quick story time. So I am a laugh off everything. The water off of the dog's back for me is lol, right? It reminds me of my ex when he said that, because so when I was dating abroad and I decided to focus on someone, and I had to have those conversations and telling people, listen, I won't meet you for a second date because I'm kind of vibing with somebody that I want to see through and whatever, right? So when I had to do that, there was this one guy in particular who could not handle. He could not deal with it.
Oh, God.
And he was like badgering, and he sent me like how much of a voice notes, like long voice notes about his feel. I just feel like we need to meet again and just have one long passionate kiss, and then we could know for sure. And I'm like,
red flag.
Yeah, I was like, no, bro. Like, it's no, like I already said. He's like, oh, well, if you had somebody, why didn't you tell me from before? And I was like, I did not have somebody. I met someone while we were like, this is me communicating to you, right? And then my ex, who was there at the time and like kind of seeing all of that, he was like, yeah, but Smart, you're too lolling. Like, okay.
Yeah, you gotta take it seriously.
You have to put your foot down. You have to use stronger language, be clearer.
But I commend you on trying, though. That's good.
Yeah.
I see you.
So it took a little while for me to get to actually being clear and say, listen.
Because you could have had anxiety and not deal with it.
Yeah.
And that leads to ghosting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
so Sam, how did that fare in the end?
So in the end, I told him I wrote a letter, basically like a letter long, just reiterating what I meant to say very clearly.
I'm gonna write you a letter.
Yeah, and then just kind of ended it with no further communication necessary.
And the response?
It's like, I just find you were so, and I just
blocked.
Okay. No, I didn't block. I just did not respond to any more messages.
So you did the ghosting after effective communication.
Yes.
Is it ghosting?
No, because
I had to.
What the text team was that? Ties it.
So it's not technically
ghosting.
After effective communication. It's not ghosting because you let the person know.
Yeah,
exactly what their behavior was that would have led to that.
Exactly.
So now our tech team is applauding Sam for how she handled the situation.
It's just to say in the topic of ghosting, where not being clear can lead to follow up where it exhausts you to end up ghosting when it's not necessarily the person's fault per se, because you weren't exactly clear, and they continued speaking to try to get clarity that you were not given.
So it's all about clarity.
Yeah.
People try to be clear on what you had.
One thing we didn't touch on with regard to a reason why people ghost, going back to the relationship side of things, is their attachment styles might be, and that's something we're going to talk about in a future conversation, anxious attachment, all these things, and that might be the case. They don't know how to deal, they don't know how to communicate, poor communicator, that kind of thing leads to ghosting,
I cannot do it
and then some people might just be immature.
There were areas
they may be mentally
desperate, or they with someone else. Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
No, but honestly, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm at a place where just tell me that.
Yeah,
There's
no
fishes
matter
in
what,
the
just
sea.
tell me exactly.
You
Let me
are,
fish
but they're
too.
not.
Let me fish too now. You done fish, catch
That's
and
another one.
eaten.
So in other words, we're trying to say like they would have you there and then have some of it.
Yes,
You
cake
are
and
at
eat
the
it too
place where you can
syndrome.
handle the bad
Rejection.
news, you can handle the
Oh,
rejection.
yeah.
Right.
But
A lot
they
of people
just don't want to be the bad guy.
Yeah, they
even
don't want to
if-
be the bearer of the
bad
bad
guy, though.
news.
Because
Well,
they have
yes,
they eat
technically.
too much. They have the cake and they eat ice cream too.
Good guys could quickly do bad things.
Yeah.
Right?
Basically,
Because
good
they want to
choice.
be
Do the same.
nice, they want to be liked, and for all these reasons, well, people in general, and for these reasons, they ghost because they prefer to just let it dwindle out and just so they could skate out in the darkness instead of having to actually have that conversation.
No, but even if you do, that's fine. But please don't return. No, because remember that was that's traumatic. Why would I want to go and put myself through that again? You're showing me your colors.
Like Joel said, when they came back like nothing was wrong. Like they forget they ghost you.
I'm not against you, but just know what you're doing, because if you're doing that,
Let me just make a point about that. It might be slightly off topic.
Right.
But that comment that you just made, Samara, about they may ghost you, go for weeks without talking, and then start back talking to you like nothing happened.
Yeah.
That's a thing that men do inherently. And it's a way to, and it's you know, we're going to start working on getting a microphone for our sexy.
Because
That's
they have
so
all
that
the
they don't keep shouting at us their opinions. Note to self. Right? Mic for the tech team. But that is a thing that men do inherently.
Because they like their space.
And it gives them an idea as to how you might feel. Based on how you react to that, gives them an idea of how into you they are.
Yeah.
Ladies, don't buy into it.
Right.
Don't buy into it. I'm sorry, we don't man bash here on this show. We love our men, but it is something that men do. They will ghost you for a long period of time, and then when they come back and they talk to you like normal, and you're like, so why you didn't call me, or why you didn't this, and that's when they know we've got you.
Yeah.
No, you do the same thing, women. You talk to them like nothing ever happened, because you know what? Nothing happened.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Well, that's totally up to her.
We don't need to talk.
Yeah,
but you know,
some people do like their own space too, so they're not thinking of it maliciously or anything like that. They're just doing them, especially depending on the level of investment they've had for a while. So if it's like, sure, if I now meet you and I say it's a week or whatever, we
but
had
what
the
we doing
dinner
that
and
week? What we doing that
yeah,
week?
we could do everything in that week.
What you have-
but
You
know
have to
what?
talk to me for the next 4 weeks.
But some guys will be like, that's their natural way of expressing
but
themselves.
Sam,
and
what you have
expressing
done in the week, that's a good point that Nicole brought up. What you have done in the week gives you an idea of where the interaction / relationship / whatever is
that's
going.
what we will expect. But
no,
some guys
men
will be
expect
like,
it too. Because do it to a guy and they will act the exact same way.
Yeah, because honestly, we could do the dirty dancing.
Yeah.
Right? But if you also took me out for breakfast as well as met my friends and come to
if it's all of
a
that,
family life.
if it's all of that, then
don't do me that.
Yeah.
Because I will find your house.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that requires an in-person
The views of Nicole
conversation.
Wongchong do not reflect the views of Island Girl Talk or our radio.fm.
No, but honestly, let me boil it down, right? Let's just try to not be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because you will save yourself a lot. Like, learn to speak up for yourself. You're not on somebody. Try your best to say it as graciously as possible. You might hurt the person a little bit. You have to be okay with your honesty. You understand?
All right. Yes.
Remember where we left off?
Yeah.
Let's get into the chat room.
We're jumping in the chats. J. Marley says, Sugar, you the point. Sugar. Huh?
Is that me? I don't know.
Maybe. Apply it generally.
Right.
Stephen Warwick says 2 things to say. 1, I love you. And 2, let me know when you want these artists.
Okay, Stephen
One
Warwick,
day
we would advise
artists,
that
they
you
waiting on a
message
response.
Island Girl Talk privately to talk about anything that is not on topic.
Yes.
All right. J. Marley says, it's either you're dealing with taker or giver. True. I ain't buy you the steak and you go smell. Lenel Valdez says communication is important where you stand and all the do's and don'ts, but at the same time, setting boundaries. And this always bring the wisdom. And Jay Marley says, if a man ghosts you, his pocket run low. And Stephen says, clearly.
Clearly, we have a lot of different opinions in the chat room today. But yeah, guys, how you all feel? Is that a run for the topic?
Yeah, I think we've
we
got
just
through the
need to give.
coping. We've got through the.
Nicole has something to
So just
say.
a few alternatives to ghosting.
Yes.
So we've touched on it during the conversation.
And this is for the ghoster. What they can do instead of ghosting.
Yes. Yeah.
So for the ghostee, you can seek support, as I said, encourage open conversation and realize it's not you. That's a reflection of the other person.
Yes.
And for the ghoster, just let's get in touch with learning how to have difficult conversations. And just a tidbit, you can AI it.
Yeah.
Okay? You can ask the AI, how do
such a
I
good point.
tell this person I don't want to do business with them again professionally? How in a kind, you could even put in the tone of Morgan Freeman. You know, like in a kind way. So just in case you're unable to.
I don't think you'll realize how funny that was.
No, it really is.
In this day of AI, you don't have to think
For
anymore.
yourself,
We
you know.
literally living in an age where we literally no longer need to use our brains.
Well,
So
that's
it's
why
artificial
they don't-
intelligence.
That's why they
Tell
don't
us the
care
rest
to
of the world, not me.
You
why they
know,
don't care
you
to
can
respect
use
people.
AI to do anything. So yes, I agree with Nicole. If you don't want to have that conversation or you're
You
fighting
don't know
for the
how
word,
to
go to AI, chat or whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
And let the machine, let the software do it for you.
So have difficult conversations, right? Provide guidance on how to have honest and respectful conversation to end relationships. Emphasize empathy and understand when communicating difficult truths. So this is for the ghost, right? Setting boundaries, right? So instead of ghosting someone, you could just set boundaries.
Yeah.
Like Sam did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Highlight the importance. So that's basically you highlighting the importance of setting boundaries and respecting your personal boundaries to maintain healthy relationships. And finally, another suggestion to alternatives for ghosting is conscious uncoupling. What is conscious uncoupling?
What is that?
That is when you speak and uncouple and you choose to uncouple.
Okay, so
I don't know.
introduce the concept of ending relationships mindfully and respectfully,
Yes.
focusing on mutual understanding
Yes.
and closure. So you're basically going to set, this is the conversation, and
Yes.
what is your safe word? Strawberries. Hear
Yeah.
what? Strawberries.
Yeah.
I know what strawberries mean. You know what strawberries mean.
Have a
All right,
code.
this is strawberries, right?
Yes.
I mean, at least you understand. I'm not ghosting you. I just need space.
Yeah.
Strawberries instead of I
That's
need
a
space.
really good
Yeah.
suggestion.
You know,
I like that.
Yeah, so that's some alternative options to
All right.
ghosting.
Guys, that's all the time we have for today's topic of the day. All right. It was a nice one. It was a nice one. Why people ghost others? Yeah?
Yes. That is a
I
good
think
topic.
it's well
I like
needed.
it. Yeah.
Especially in a country where the culture is all about ghosting.
Well, that's another reason people do ghost.
Ugh.
Because they just think it's the new normal.
Culture.
It is the culture.
And like mental,
Just
a lot of
certainly is
mental
not.
issues.
Yeah.
A lot of mental issues up inside here that we don't deal with.
Yeah.
Yes, I.
There's a
True.
plethora of reasons why that we could delve into, but you know,
Yeah.
in the interest of time. So guys, keep it locked right here to Island Girl Talk. Of course, we have still more
So
show for
much
you.
more show for you.
Right?
And the topic of the day, it was sponsored by KFC.
Sponsored by KFC. Finger licking good. Guys, we'll be back after these messages.
So new, but so radical.
New, the KFC Double Stacker Sandwich. 2 crispy chicken fillets sandwiched with barbecue sauce and cheddar cheese.
So new, so radical.
Order your Double Stacker Sandwich now via the app or KFC.com. It's finger licking good.
Get ready to make this Java one your kids will never forget with La Jolla Tropicamp for children ages 5 to 12. For over 30 years, La Jolla Tropicamp has been the highlight of Java, offering a wide range of activities to keep your little ones engaged and entertained. From football to cricket, swimming to arts and crafts, there's something for every child to enjoy. Registration opens mid-June, so mark your calendars. Don't miss out on the chance to secure your child's spot in this unforgettable Java adventure. We know how busy parents can be, so we offer early drop-off and late pickup options for your convenience. No need to stress. We've got you covered. And what's Java without exciting field trips? Each week, our campers embark on thrilling adventures to local attractions, parks, and more. Conveniently located at the La Jolla Sporting Complex area with easy access to all major modes of transport. Getting to and from La Jolla Tropicamp is a breeze for parents. Plus, our experienced and fun counselors are dedicated to creating a safe and inclusive environment. Spots fill up fast, so secure your space when registration opens. Call 225-4375, extension 5318 today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Frisky's World! Yes, let's explore it! Wow, it's made with real salmon! Look what I found. Party mixed cat snacks. There's the delicious taste of the tuna we love! Definitely coming back tomorrow. Friskies, always more to explore.
Hold it, chipping down the road, hold it, chipping down the road. Sometimes I feel like when carnival done to bank a start and I'm craving for something. 365 days, we've been waiting to dress up in with fancy costume and go masquerading. I can't behave. It's thunder and rain. I say go be charges again. When I start to whine for carnival, I can't get no bill for carnival. I'm on my knees, begging officer, please no lock me up, let me prove it. We are do, I can't control it. It's like a disease. When they take you over, there is no way you can stop it. You just have to rock it. I got no behavior. When the rhythm hit me inside my head, does go crazy. We coming strong and it's water. We dripping down and we dripping down the road, fire. Fire hotter than lava. No retreat, no surrender. Man and woman, we dripping down the road, dripping down the road. Behavior. When the soca hit me inside my head, does go crazy. Africa inside me, it's my DNA. And the time and never string in the soca refinery. I hope you don't mind me. Misbehavior. They sure to lock up my tail and throw me in jail for carnival. If you say the bacchanal, it's thunder and rain. I say go be charges again. When I start to whine for carnival, I can't get no bail for carnival. Misbehavior.
Island Girls. Welcome back to our show. If you're now joining us, welcome. You missed the whole topic of the day. And you missed when we checked in with each other. So glad you're here, right? You could still share the live, right? Share the link with people, and you could call in. We had a caller, So y'all, you could call in.
Big up Jamil, J Revolution, full time.
So our number is 466-4687 or 466 for O.U.R. if you would like to call in. So it's our segment. It's our next segment.
What's it called?
What's the segment? Are you ready?
It's time for Sip and Spill.
Cheers. This is where we sip and we spill.
What we spilling?
It's
just us today. I usually like it when it's just us doing sip and spill, because especially when Nicole is here, because she's go crazy.
Nicole, we can't forget our sponsor. We can't forget. All right,
our sponsor.
Yes.
Sip and Spill is brought to you by Absolute Vodka Watermelon. Yes, indeed.
Nice. It tastes real hella nice.
Yes,
it tastes like watermelon.
Yeah.
I promise you, Nicole, I won't plead the fifth today.
Yeah, sure.
I promise. None of us.
This girl is a liar.
I'm not.
God say don't lie, Crystal.
No, I won't lie.
All right.
I'm not lying.
So we jump in it.
What chromatic song was again?
I'm not going to plead the fifth today, I promise. So who's going to go first? Anybody wants to go first?
I should. Okay, I'll start it
why
off,
not?
right? I'll start you guys off. Bagel or donuts?
Donuts.
Donuts? Okay, One Direction or Jonas Brothers?
Jonas.
Neither.
I am a One Direction.
Let's see with that one.
All right.
That was not an option.
Jonas Brothers.
Okay.
Singing poorly or speaking too loud like all the time?
Singing too loud. I will never sing poorly.
Singing poorly. I already sing poorly. It's like my life.
You can pay me to sing poorly, boy.
No, we cannot. It's not in your blood.
Once I had.
All right. So a concert T-shirt or a concert tote bag?
Tote bag.
T-shirt. Yeah, T-shirt.
Tote bag.
I'm a tote bag because I could always turn the T-shirt.
How much bags we gonna have, boy?
I am a bag lady.
I have too much bags.
I am a bag lady.
When the bags start to peel, I mean, it's still in good condition, but I don't want to throw it away because, I too much bags.
All right. Any more? Who's going next?
It for me.
Well, I just want to find out this, right? So how important is traveling and adventure to you really?
So important. My God, I will lose my mind.
Good.
I lost my mind during the pandemic when we couldn't travel.
Right.
All right. So travel and adventure is important to me. I like seeing this world, and I like experiencing cultures, and I like meeting new people and meshing with people and living like other people do, and it is great. I can't live without travel and adventure. Sorry.
I can't say it's that great. Like I ain't got there without it.
It's amazing.
Right now I don't have that much of it, but I do enjoy. I like a change of scenery. I like a change of pace. I like just exploring and seeing new things in this world.
I think too.
I like that.
Before I say that, go ahead.
How important travel is to me.
Adventure.
I mean, I like to travel, but if I don't get to travel, I'll be totally fine.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I won't be.
Yeah.
Go up with a big world out there first. No, come on.
But I mean, if I don't get to travel, he also
he prepared the way right there.
Things here. I would adventure if I don't travel.
But I would agree. For me, like I said, I'm an ambivert, so sometimes I just want to go there because they used to call me Bushman Jim when I was younger. I used to be in the bush and I playing and all kind of.
This was the first place that I heard that word ambivert.
Yes, it's both.
Yeah, let's explain what that meant.
And extrovert.
Both intro and outro.
Yeah.
So I'm both, and there are times I want to just like
intro
nobody
and
call me. I
extro.
want to be inside, and there are times I want to be out there.
Gotcha.
That's me.
I need to go, madam. Did everyone answer?
Yes.
What do you
Who's
have?
next? I want to hear what Nicole has to say. What do you have to
think
ask?
Crystal expecting
And
it
of
to
course,
come with,
guys in the
like-
chat room, feel free to answer our sip and spill questions.
Yeah, I got my question.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh,
The
I'm
excitement.
scared.
Before I start, Crystal, are you gonna plead the fifth?
I am. Oh my God,
said
I'm
no,
not
we
gonna
holding
plead
her
the
to it.
fifth. I
We said
won't.
we are holding her to that, right, guys? Because she said she's not pleading.
I won't plead the
That's
fifth.
her. Yeah.
Camera on me, please. I'ma wait.
It's like, ooh, wow.
They can't get any closer than this.
I'm scared.
Eye contact.
Oh
okay?
my gosh.
It's gonna be
Ladies and gentle-folks who have tuned in, Crystal K has said she's not going to plead the fifth, but she's always pleaded the fifth.
Yes.
Crystal, I'm going to bring back that question that you did not answer the last time. and
Okay,
you
give us
pled
full
the fifth.
screen.
So the question is, what is Harold Melissa boy in the bedroom?
Oh shit.
Crystal on me.
Yeah. No, this is bedroom.
I would repeat myself.
So in the bedroom, what would you say is the best thing? What is your best skill in the bedroom when we are doing dirty dancing? Not just lying in the bedroom. We are dirty dancing.
I cannot say that. I have
You could put it in code words. We can figure
a
it out.
father. I have people who love me, and I have people who see me in a
So
certain light.
you plead the
Nicole.
fifth. You plead the fifth.
You
Let me
what's
see
mad?
how
It's all
best I can
about
answer
Crystal.
this.
She want these senior questions, but then she's the first of the
You
call.
can handle. You can handle. Okay.
I will answer that. What's the question?
In the bedroom.
Oh Lord.
Or any room that
It's like that.
you are dirty dancing in,
As in SEX?
as in sex. Yes. What would you say is your best skill? Physical skill. Don't tell me nothing about talking.
I'm about to say, you know, I can real talk. We can real get to know each other.
Samara's already. No,
my answers
physical
going down
skill.
the drain.
Physical skill. Last time I asked this question, everybody answered.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. We's all
I expect everyone to answer this question
we's all
after I
big
answer
people
it.
in here.
I don't care. If it's
All
big
right,
people.
so I would need to ask this question. I could ask a next question if you would like.
So
Today.
the answer to that is, and of course you all had to go to the close-up. I can't stand you all. I would just say vaguely,
She can sing.
me. What's another word to say that?
You could sing.
On the top. But it's not just that, it's a certain way, and I'm not gonna explain it.
That's what she said.
It's very effective. I can't stand this.
You set yourself up.
I did not.
Riding.
That's what I'm trying to like. Is it that you are very okay?
It's bad news.
So-
bad news.
Guys, you're sticking. Who is next to answer that
I am
question?
answering the same thing, the same way I did
thought
last
we
time.
get skipped.
Submission and everything.
Yes,
A
she
little
said
louder,
submission.
please.
She said submission.
A little louder, please, Sal.
Submission and everything.
Oh, you like submission?
Yeah, she
Okay,
submits.
That's
wow.
what she said. Nothing is wrong with that
Married
girl.
people
Sam,
business.
Oh my god.
Huh?
What's the question, Nicole? Ask Sam the question, please.
Like physical.
Yeah,
Is this where lying down comes to play? Like I could lie down. Right?
You could receive her, Alga. You're a receiver.
I cannot wait to move past this question.
Wow, yes.
Nicole, what is your position that you're so good at?
My skill?
Yes.
What's the skill?
I have always been very good with I do good,
Oh my God.
like singing. I speak well, so I think, my throat has always been an asset.
Okay, so next question.
Wow. So let's just ease it a bit before she continues. Right? What does a fulfilling relationship look like to you?
I love that question.
Yeah.
Thank
Can
you.
I ease it a little bit because so you can breathe a little bit before she comes back again.
When you can like sing and use your throat.
Guys in the chat room, the question is, what does a
boy?
The question is, guys in the chat room, what does a fulfilling relationship look like to you? Go.
Me?
A fulfilling relationship to me looks like one that is filled with lots of laughs and silliness.
Yes.
It's always one where you're never afraid to be who you are. Unapologetically, you guys know I'm big on that. Yeah. And like your quirks, everything is understood. And even if they don't understand it, they accept it because it's you. Yeah. You know, but lots of laughs, lots of silliness, lots of sex, and lots of understanding and communication. Yeah, I feel like once people feel like they accepted, anything could happen and they're gonna be all right. You know, acceptance is key.
I want a lot of like somebody who's vulnerable to pour out themselves, because that's who I am. Like I don't want, okay, we had to be technical here when it comes to this particular thing or what this media has said that it's supposed to be and all of that. Just be you, like I said, be you, laugh, have fun, create memories, be adventurous. But I also want someone to challenge me as well. Yeah, I want someone who's like, a good leader, like, because I want to be like, ooh, that's
leadership is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like,
that's very you sexy. I feel like that, because now I tell you, submit. Like,
and you feel okay with doing it.
Yes, exactly.
Before, because your term alone was like, but now I understand, like, with the right part, with a good partner. It's beautiful because you can be soft.
Yes.
And that's what I want to be in this stage of my life.
Yeah. Well said, 1,000%.
For me,
Full Time says, can I read
sure,
what it says?
Sure, of course.
Full Time says, fulfilling relationship when she's able to fully and clearly communicate her physical talents in the bedroom. You know, that's a shot at me. He is shading me right now.
But Nichols got a whole big up. Nichols got a whole big up.
Thank you, J Revolution. I hate that.
Handle emotional, you'll get the physical.
But yes, it's nice when you can say exactly what you want in the bedroom, you know?
I feel like a fulfilling relationship in my life is basically someone who is on the same page in terms of the things that I like. They share the same passion for. Being a performer and being someone who is a creative, it's really hard to find someone who doesn't. If you are in a relationship with someone who's not the same or doesn't have that same energy, they're not gonna get it. Yeah. They're not gonna know when to be supportive, when to leave you alone, when to.
She's right, you know.
When to be supportive, when you need them to just stand there and be like, you're good. Right. Or don't forget your coffee. You know, like those kind of things. Because there are times and to add to that, this person should also want you to be successful, and also you find yourself wanting, as you said, submit, but also wanting them to be successful, wanting them to shine. And sometimes we're in a relationship where we want, but if you have checked in on yourself on your monthly checks, and you realize you aren't the person allowing that other person to shine too, I would suggest you take a little powwow and maybe question whether you want this person to be your lifelong partner, because something might come up later on.
That's just good. Saying. That's good advice. I want to say to what Nicole said, I am complete in agreement with. But just again, speaking from experience, you ever date someone who's your polar opposite? They are not creatives. Right. They're in corporate, or they're successful on the other spectrum or on the other side of the totem pole. But because your lives look so different and your day-to-day is so different, that it makes for an even more rewarding and interesting and adventurous relationship, because at the end of the day you're bringing such stark different stories to the fore. You're getting involved in each other's lives in a sense, you know what I mean? They're still supportive in their own way, to the best of their ability, but because their life is so far removed from yours, that they could come to appreciate what you do and you them. I find that to be so explosive in the best way, because it's something that I had experienced before. And it's like, for example, they straight-laced and this and that, and they're dealing with blah blah blah, and it's business this and business that or whatever, but then I take them backstage to a concert that I'm singing in, and it's like a whole different thing, something that's so normal for you. You know what I mean? So it's nice to see, because I was able to see and experience things through their eyes that became quite mundane for me.
I think as you're speaking there, the point that I get is openness. You see, if you're different but you're open, that makes the relationship fulfilling. But if you're closeted and you're doing this and that person there, and then there's a you're
no,
going
the
two different
involvement is still there. Like Nicole said, the involvement is still there. But you just, it doesn't have to be different, because I could really appreciate another creative like myself who could tell me when I sing in bad, when I make a sharp note, a flat note, you forget your coffee, don't forget this, that is fantastic, creme de la creme. But it's also nice if they could still do all of that, but you're living totally different lives and then bringing it together. It's interesting.
Especially if they're really good at their own field. You're like,
yeah.
I love that, because that's like something that you don't.
Yeah, you'll see them.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
Yeah,
So
I like
what
that.
about you, Gail?
Fulfilling relationship for me would be when you could just be with each other. When you understand each other, very much so, in terms of when you communicate, it's like, you don't even have to think. You just could speak, and even if there's a disagreement, it's a very healthy communication about the disagreement. And there's a very healthy way of saying, oh, shucks, well, I know you don't particularly think with this, but I was just thinking out loud with this, and when they could anticipate your needs and you theirs, that even if you don't want to do the dishes, they could wash half, and you could come back later on and wash the next half. And it's not why is that dirty? Where is it? He said that. It's like none of that. It's like, honestly, that's how much I wanted to watch this morning. Yeah. All right. Well, whenever I feel for the rest, then cool.
Life could be real simple,
We just
life could be real
simple, and lots of zigs and laughs and just real, crap talk and bad days and
I love bad days.
Yeah.
I love bad days.
Yeah.
Too.
I love heavy blanket days.
Yes.
I want bad days on the beach.
Yeah.
I good. That's how I sound in places that I don't need.
I'm not a fan of the sand, but
you know I'm not a beach person.
What?
No, but Five Islands.
Nicole,
let me
really,
tell you.
you're killing me with that.
That's one of God's best creations.
The sun too hot.
Nicole,
And the waves.
let me tell
and
you.
the sound of the waves and then the ocean. And
It have Alexa for that.
Y'all.
Alexa, play waves.
What you have to
Let
say,
me
Sam?
tell you. 5 Islands have a pool, right?
But
it's
no
chlorine.
sand. But the sun do.
It have waves.
there we go now.
But the sun do.
We'll go.
That's okay.
Crystal is going nowhere. She's ghosting you.
I will go to 5 Islands for sure.
When it's overcast, I guess.
Yes, we could go on a rainy day.
Yeah, not a
Yeah.
rainy day because it's closed
like
down the
an
water park,
overcast
but
day.
overcast.
I had to see this.
Okay,
yes.
so Nick, you don't like the beach, but what about a nice river? We going river line just
going
now.
river on the
If
15th.
you're invited,
You
you
know
know.
the river. I will come if it have food. But you all
There will be
know,
food.
You all know the river is a mosquito, right?
Oh gosh, it's
everywhere
a
has
running
mosquito.
river.
Our last segment, like
You're
the
coming, right?
vanilla, when you put the vanilla on your skin, you see.
So hold on.
She told me that. Yes, I remember
Yes,
that.
I understand that.
IGT.
But what kind of vanilla? Because I did see that on the Instagram.
Yeah, they say pure
And
vanilla extract.
You know how expensive pure vanilla extract.
Not
not
a clue.
expensive.
I just saw it on TikTok.
Very expensive.
Really?
The vanilla bean is expensive. So if anybody would like to sponsor the Island Girls, pure vanilla.
We don't need
Try the
vanilla.
Was the vanilla extract is
What are we
used to
doing?
bake? You can't use
That
that.
is not pure vanilla.
No, but try it and see. Vanilla.
That's
Is
vanilla
that the same
essence.
thing?
No.
I always tell you the same thing.
So moving on from the
Don't
vanilla,
talk
we
about
have
it.
Stephen Warwick here in the chat room.
Right.
Yes.
He is saying, responding to the question, a true relationship is filled with lessons, happiness, challenges, and the necessary ingredient depends on the person that you're with.
Yes.
SEX comes accordingly.
Yes. That's a good point.
Yes.
Mm.
These are
So
points.
Chris, do you have a question, Chris? Oh,
I just have some would you rather spitfire ones.
All
You
right,
already?
let's go for it.
It's in the steamy category.
Always.
All right.
But you don't want to answer steamy questions.
Guys in the chat room, act and answer accordingly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let go.
I'm giving you all about 5.
Let's go.
Would you rather be in a loveless marriage or a sexless marriage?
Sexless.
sex.
Sexless marriage.
Yeah. Reluctant neighbor, yeah. That's a real hard one, boy. Why you doing that?
Because
Oh my
women
gosh.
need that kind of emotion.
We need love, yeah, but
I suppose. I guess they could always get one.
Yeah, no. you could also buy some toys.
This sip and spill always gets so steamy.
And
you know,
just bring it to your clock like if it's out of the blue.
When next here too, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Okay, would you rather be in a committed relationship or be friends with benefits?
Committed relationship.
I mean, it depends on where you are in life, right? So right now, committed relationship.
love
But if you had asked me younger,
younger, I would have been like, friends with yeah.
But yeah, let's go on. Now,
Okay,
committed.
remember the category is steamy, yeah? Would you rather have a one-night stand with a stranger or your platonic best friend?
Stranger.
Stranger. Don't nobody want to do that with your bestie?
Platonic best friend. I have to see you again. We have to have that awkward conversation. You will want more. And it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a lackluster proposal in bed or no proposal at all?
Lackluster proposal in bed.
Would you rather have a lackluster wedding proposal or marriage proposal in bed?
Yes.
Or no proposal at all?
The lackluster.
The first one, yeah.
That's
You would marry me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I would. We must go somewhere with this.
This
but
lackluster proposal, is it at least sweet?
No.
Well, yeah, it must be sweet.
Where you get this
Well, you know what? No proposal at all. Because anybody who knows me, even if it's as simple as it can be, make it meaningful. Meaningful. I don't need a grand gesture, but make
What
it
does
meaningful.
lackluster
Lackluster
mean?
means like no effort, no emotion, no not like look a ring. We get married, you know. Fix up. Like that. Never.
I don't know.
No proposal at all. Thank you very much.
No proposal. I don't know.
No, I don't like to fix
Depending on the
people.
person. That's probably the first
And that's
proposal,
another
and he'll
thing.
get a second chance to do it again.
Unless the fixing involves only physical stuff, I'm not in the business of fixing people.
Yeah.
Right? You are who you are. Is either I like you for what you are and accept you for what you are, and that's it. You don't have to change a thing.
Yeah.
If I feel I need to fix you, we done.
Yeah.
Nah, I
ain't fixing nobody. I'm a fix your. I'm a fix.
fixer-upper.
I'm a fix your physical.
I'm a fix
You're
your
gonna
tie.
get in shape. You're gonna dress well. I'm gonna glow you all the way up.
Yeah.
But you see here and here.
Yeah.
If I don't like
But
that
you can
as
fix.
is,
No, that's not fair, Chris.
I'm not a fixer, darling.
This is not the
People
second.
grow.
I'm not a fixer.
I think people grow.
Exactly.
This is a whole other
Sometimes-
topic.
Exactly.
Fixing means changing people.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
And when it comes
It does not mean changing.
when it comes to matters of the heart and romance and real meaningful long-term relationships, is
You
either
can't change
it
somebody.
is or it isn't.
Yeah.
You have to give somebody opportunity
Because
to grow.
somewhere
Put them
growth
in hard
is
situations.
growth is something completely different. Growth for the better is always welcome. But growth comes from the person doing the growing. So if they want to change, that's on them.
But you have to put them in hard situations for
My
them to
darling,
change.
you gonna have some problems. So thank God for you. You have a set.
Yes, she has a
right.
set.
Thank God that you have.
Lucky for her, she has a construction team and she's an architect, so she ready,
right,
and love to fix it up.
But
So
Crystal
she
Kane
will
is
fix
not
it.
in the business of fixing
Felicia
anyone
over here.
We don't fix people over here, right? Fixing is cause for resentment in the long run. Trust and believe.
No,
okay.
don't agree.
well, of course not. But yes, that's why we're different. Right? So over there, fixeroo. Over here, we accepting you as you are or hit the road.
It's either you care.
Yeah. I don't want nobody trying to fix me either. I want to be accepted for who I am. So I would imagine that if I'm with you, you're going to want me to
That's a lot
accept
of
you for who
pressure.
you are. And hopefully God smiles on us and we mesh. You know what I mean? I'm going to fix how you look if I don't like how you're looking. You're damn right. I'm going to help you to get in shape and saying. But even that requires a willingness.
You don't want to force somebody to do
You
that,
know?
to take care of themselves.
But to change somebody's whole core being, I feel that might be unfair to them a little bit.
And to you.
Unless they want to change. You know, you want to come and say, Crystal, fix me. If not, I had to take you as you are.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, should I continue?
Yeah, what's the next one?
Would you rather
How much
make
more
a...
time you have on this?
Girl, we talk to you. We go till 8 o'clock. Would you rather make a... Guys, please remember that Island Girl Talk Season 1 is currently showing on Tempo Networks. We are showing right through the Caribbean on Cable Network TV. Right? If you've got Flow, if you've got Amplia, Green Dot, TSTT Blink, or Digital Play, you can watch Island Girl Talk Season 1 being rerun throughout the Caribbean and in certain parts of the United States as well. So big up us.
Love it.
All right, big up us.
Thank you, Father.
And
Thank
of
you,
course,
Lord.
if you don't make it tonight and you miss it, you can also download the Tempo Caribbean Plus app, where you can watch all our reruns at will. Yes?
Yes, man. Sounds good.
All right. So, would you rather accidentally send nudes to a stranger or your parents?
My mother.
Stranger.
No, my mother.
My
Stranger.
parents. My parents.
In no way.
I'll take my long talk. I'll take
In
my
no way.
thing. But a stranger say, hey, but that's not a girl on Island Girl Talk.
I looking
and
good.
it start to go.
That could go viral. My mother ain't saying that to nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
My mother would say,
No, just thinking about mom is like,
I could quickly. First of all,
well, technically, if you send it to a stranger, it will end up to your mom.
I would feel, and I don't care. Stranger it is.
First of all, my mother done see me naked.
Mommy, I'm so sorry. These are the questions that I had.
But then it would be like kind of. I could always, she'd be like, what's this? And I'm like, did you see my left boob? Does that look weird?
That's bad news.
You can always turn that into something else.
That's bad news. Yeah.
And honestly, my father, I'll just be like,
Okay, so it's a hard no for me. I rather accidentally send nudes to a stranger, and if it reach out, it reach out. A girl looks good, so that's all I'm saying. And if I'm already sending it to someone, it means that I know the picture's looking good now.
True,
so
true.
you know,
Not bus.
fix up, but you're welcome. You know what I'm saying? I am business.
Okay, so then your parents not gonna get it. They might get it.
At least I didn't send it to them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want the embarrassment. It's too much.
I would spin a story.
Okay, let me give you all two more quick fire ones,
Yes.
all right? Would you rather be surprised in bed or always know what's coming?
Surprise.
Surprise, surprise. What about you, Nick?
I would have fixed that situation in a way. I
swear.
I'm not done.
Okay. And last, Stevie
I'm
one.
not done.
She's not done.
I could have fixed that situation so that even if it's everything always the same Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm enjoying that. Totally fix that.
She's okay. All right. Okay, and lastly, would you rather wear comfy clothes or sexy clothes to bed?
Comfy clothes. No clothes.
Sexy clothes or no clothes at all.
This is
No
between
clothes
the
at
four
all.
walls, like this, like
Sexy clothes.
When you're out there, I understand, you know,
Yeah.
modesty and everything. But when
Sexy
I'm in
clothes.
there,
No clothes.
like, talk the
Sexy
talk.
clothes or no
Sexy
clothes at all.
Comfy clothes. Comfy
what, you know,
clothes and no clothes.
Is
Comfy
the
clothes
sexy
or no
clothes coming
clothes.
off?
No
Like,
clothes is comfy.
Do you want it to stay on?
No, I mean, it is stick up in things and
Yeah. They wearing it too bad. They didn't say it's staying on the whole night, so maybe
I would just go ahead and say that men appreciate a little effort in the bedroom. So yeah, the
but that's
comfy
not
clothes
a bed to sleep.
The comfy clothes is nice, but there are comfy clothes that still look
cute.
real nice. You know what I'm
I
saying?
said that. They have
Like a simple T-shirt that's stopping right where certain things
But
might just
that's
be
comfy.
Yeah, but
that's
it's still
comfy.
sexy.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
but that was the question.
That's not the question.
Nah, sexy clothes.
Also,
Yeah, sexy,
I feel
okay.
like
And
you
sexy
might
clothes
say,
could be comfy.
Yeah, so men, I agree, men appreciate something, a little effort and whatever, but they also appreciate just getting through. Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Bare facts.
They just they just appreciate. They're appreciative creatures.
They basically it's like if sexy and comfy is their jersey. If you're walking towards them
They
to go
love
sleep
that
in their
though.
t-shirt,
That's rocky.
that's
Yeah.
all
They
you need.
love when you wear
my
their clothes.
I
Yeah.
don't understand it.
They love it.
It looks
cooking in
cute.
the kitchen.
I like to
Yeah.
wear clothes.
When they say it again, Tals?
And the cooking in the kitchen.
Cooking in the kitchen,
Ooh, sorry.
in their shirts,
I
barefoot.
dropped it.
Oh. Sorry, my bad.
Let me not. We can't. I mean, we know we like that too. Come on, man.
Yes.
Okay, who's next? Let's do
If
two
you
more.
had to switch lives with uno persono, who would it be?
Switch lives with one person.
Who do I want to switch
I don't know, man.
lives
Because you can't
with?
say I don't want to switch lives with nobody.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
So who wants to go though?
God.
No, God is an ominous creature. He is not a person.
That's cool.
That's
cool.
But can you imagine seeing
I know, I don't
everything
think it
through
already.
his eyes? Like
Overwhelmed with love.
I don't think we can even compute.
We can't.
Exactly,
Not in
that's
our
why
tiny
I want to
brains.
be like
Exactly.
one
So
day.
using a human being.
Yes,
Yeah,
a
human being. Okay.
Actually, I want to switch lives with my dog just for a day, just
Yeah.
to see,
Oh my
like in their
gosh.
mind, how
things go.
my dog is very pampered. Okay,
Hey,
so
alright.
I
But we
just
said
want to
a
see.
person.
Yes,
though.
okay, yes, a person. Who would I switch lives with? I would switch lives with.
Yeah, I would switch lives for one day only because with Beyonce.
Really?
Yeah, just not on a day where she's performing.
Right.
On a day where she's just home.
Yeah.
I want to know what she would do on a regular day.
No,
with
not
just
a
the
day.
kids. And reason being, not for what you all think. Yes, Beyonce, because she's a singer and that kind of thing. But she has the kids, she has the husband, she has the fantastic life and that kind of thing. I would probably just want to hang out and see what would be done on a regular
I
day.
think we'll have to expound on what is fantastic life because we've seen the tabloids. But
Fantastic life in terms of
beautiful home,
material
nice,
things.
Right. Okay, cool. I would want to switch one day with someone who has all their needs met and
Who?
genuinely.
The question is who?
I don't know the person there. I don't know the person, but that's the person
Come on,
I
it's
was
somebody
saying.
you know.
Nah, Sam, no
Oh,
fair.
I have to,
It had to be an actual person in existence.
Well, the person in existence.
Let's
I just
circle
don't
back
know
to
them.
Sam.
Yeah, circle back to me.
So I want to switch lives with this guy. So y'all know the Simpsons character, Mr.
Yes.
Burns.
gosh.
They want really like
Yeah,
the big
Mr.
nose.
Burns.
Mr.
So this is
Burns?
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to switch. So he was based on
Rockefeller.
Rothschild.
Rothschild.
So
Rothschild.
Yeah. So one of those really what they say.
So you want to be a
Illuminati.
1%?
I want
Yeah, be a
to know all the conspiracies of the entire world.
I change my answer. I agree with Nicole.
Yes.
I agree with Nicole.
Even the writer
I
Simpsons.
would
how
like
they
to
always
know
everything.
just for a day because I don't want to be them. Let's make it clear.
Yes.
We know what their life entails. However, I want to be one of those people who runs. Is it Black Rock?
Yes,
Yes.
Black Rock.
Pepsi Cola.
Yes.
The ones who the people.
I
Bill
will
Gates.
be one of those people for one day.
The people who literally run this earth, who are responsible for the food we eat.
We're
and
responsible for
all
clothes
the
we wear,
chemicals therein.
all these
I won't-
conspiracy theories.
I won't say all my evil plans right now.
We really need to have a conspiracy theory episode.
I need to be here first because I literally have all.
Okay.
I have all of them.
Last question, please.
Tally, you said?
Charles.
I mean, Zendaya.
That's a good one.
Nice.
That is a good one.
No, because and then the thing is Tom Holland.
Yes, I was not
It's
going
a
to
real
say she's
cool
with
cat
Tom
too as well,
Holland.
so, like, I like how their personality
Who is a
mesh.
cool cat?
Tom
Holland.
Okay.
Hopefully
just
soon to be
experience
husband.
because she has that that fun side of her.
She's
as
a
well.
vibe.
Yeah,
She
She's
is
a whole vibe.
everything.
I like Zendaya.
She is everything. Like
So that's
triple
that.
threat,
That's that for me.
beautiful. Like
Okay.
yeah.
So y'all see any time? One more question.
Oh my gosh.
This is a long sip and spell. Who do we have? Nicole, so go back to you, girl. Come, make it count.
I just closed my thing.
Make it count,
Don't-
Nicole
you
Wong
have
Chong.
questions?
Well, it's up.
Right? And make it count, Nicole Wong Chong.
No, I really just closed that because I just gave a question.
Okay, let me.
What's the best Wi-Fi name you've seen?
Oh my gosh, lame.
Okay, well, don't ask me. You find a question.
Lame.
I don't know. I was just trying to ask a question. I don't know.
It's so lame. Okay, what is one thing that society has lost that we
Humanity.
wish that we can get back?
Humanity.
Yeah, humanity.
thinking it.
That is facts right there.
I mean, define humanity.
Right. So what would I say? Compassion. Does that fall under humanity as well? But compassion and just It doesn't have to be no big, long, in-depth thing, but just a quick think about the other person before you do something. You know, not all about self all the damn time.
I agree. I think we lack this grit that we used to have and thick skin. We very sensitive.
We all snowflakes now.
We don't have that thick skin anymore. And we don't have the grit. Because we always have something to complain about, and this is my tribe, and my tribe is suffering, and
I actually agree with both of you. I think it's like what we talk about is a time of offenses. Everybody offended over every little thing.
Sensitive.
We don't have natural affection anymore, and love is not supposed to be like that. It's either free or it's not. You simply give because that's who you are. And that's that.
That's it.
So yeah,
is that it for Sip and Spill?
That's it for
wrap up with that. We wrap our Sip and Spill segment.
Brought to you by
Absolute Vodka Watermelon. Guys, we will be right back with more show for you guys. We still have a few more segments, but we're ending just now. So don't go away, Sam.
Yes, where are you going? Where are you going?
Who knows?
Us to commercial.
What's commercial?
New Absolute Watermelon, always in season. 100% natural watermelon flavor, 0% added sugar. Not for persons under the age of 18. Enjoy responsibly.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
World! Yes, let's explore it! Wow, it's made with real salmon! Look what I found! Party mixed cat snacks.
There's the delicious taste of the tuna we love!
Definitely coming back tomorrow.
Friskies, always more to explore.
Attention all parents, get ready to make this Java one your kids will never forget with La Jolla Tropicamp for children ages 5 to 12. For over 30 years, La Jolla Tropicamp has been the highlight of Java, offering a wide range of activities to keep your little ones engaged and entertained. From football to cricket, swimming to arts and crafts, there's something for every child to enjoy. Registration opens mid-June, so mark your calendars. Don't miss out on the chance to secure your child's spot in this unforgettable Java adventure. We know how busy parents can be, so we offer early drop-off and late pickup options for your convenience. No need to stress. We've got you covered. And what's Java without exciting field trips? Each week, our campers embark on thrilling adventures to local attractions, parks, and more. Conveniently located at the La Jolla Sporting Complex area with easy access to all major modes of transport. Getting to and from La Jolla Tropicamp is a breeze for parents. Plus, our experienced and fun counselors are dedicated to creating a safe and inclusive environment. Spots fill up fast, so secure your space when registration opens. Call 225-4375, extension 5318 today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Yeah. Me no friend, me a family. Me real. What make them switch? The amount of stabbing on me back when me get from them, no stitch can fix. Me just a get to you day up on a mission for everybody rich. Them want take all away history and dump it all in a ditch. Them a call themselves big man and a one like Mitch. Want make them switch, want make them switch. The amount of stabbing on me back when me get from them, no stitch can fix. Me just a get a youth, they up on a mission for everybody feel. Yeah. Them want take all away history and dump it.
Hello.
Yes.
So it's your island girls. And I am Nicole Wong Chong.
I'm Talia Alexander.
I'm Smar Lalo.
And I'm Crystal Kane.
And we're back. We've been here.
We're back.
Yeah. We done it. And we almost done, but we're not done yet.
100%.
So we're back with this segment called Let's Talk Trends. We haven't got like a cool movement for it yet, but we'll figure it out.
Pitting pong
Yeah,
patong.
we have a thing. That's
what we saying, okay?
Let's talk trends.
Okay. See y'all.
Yeah, so what do you have first, Nick?
This is how they don't tell me these things.
Yeah, sorry.
They just be like, go through now. Okay. So we just have a few articles. We all know the negative Nancy's that is happening in the country. We ain't going through that, right? We don't need to talk about them thing. But it is here. We here. It is carnival season, band is launching.
Did she say carnival?
It is carnival season and the spirit of carnival is here. She has awakened. She has arrived. Every element and facet has come true. Okay. So Spirit Mass has launched at so you pick in Chagrama set the perfect foundation for Spirit Mass 2025 band launch. The band launch 2025 theme highlights the best of Trinidad and Tobago's carnival's nature with sections like Ibis, Brea, and the Marshgra. I hope I say that right. Oh yeah. The Spirit Island umbrella covers some of the most iconic spots and customs of Trinidad, of this country, right? So you have to Google it, look for it, see where you want to, where you're gonna fit in with what tickles your fancy. Just know Carnival is here. She has awakened.
Oh my.
She has awakened. All right, so what else we have talking? Let's talk trends. So we have some theater news for you. And the great herself, Miss Cecilia Salazar. Yes, a theater veteran has done some big things. So Trinidad and Tobago's theater scene is breaking the digital fourth wall. Oh, do you know what that is? That's a thing, you know.
What is it?
Sam, do you know what the fourth wall is? Can you tell the people and them? This is a thespian here, you know.
So the fourth wall is basically your audience. So picture yourself, the TV screen, right? You are the fourth wall.
Yes.
This invisible screen when you're watching us on the proscenium stage.
Words and today she wowing us with the words, boy. All right, she had a good restful night a few weeks ago. All right, breaking the digital fourth wall. Let's get into it with a TikTok campaign for the upcoming presentation of the Vagina Monologues produced by the Proscenium Theatre Company. So we have, for those of y'all who don't know, we have a couple of theater companies in Trinidad and Tobago, and I would like to urge you and advise you that you get to know the different companies, because that is part of our culture.
Yes.
Our culture is not only carnival, although she has awakened. We also have a thriving theater scene.
Yes.
And we bring some great entertainment. So instead of only going to the movies or
band launches,
we could always also experience another form of entertainment. And we have family theater, and now we have the Vagina Monologues. It may sound a little racy and spicy, but I promise you it is very learned, educational, and entertaining at the same time. Cecilia can't do no wrong. So the co-founder is Andrew Sipasad, and they'll be doing a rendition of their well-known play soon. So look out for that, and we will tell you more when it comes up. It's going to be sometime in September at the Naparima Bowl, and I'm sure they're going to bring it to Port of Spain, because they never leave us out. True. But y'all in San Fernando, y'all look out for it. And we have our last. This is, I don't know if I saved the best for last, but our woman boy.
Yeah.
Oh. So recently, your girl was like, maybe I should go for Miss Trinidad and Tobago. And then I was like joking, I miss my chance though, because I have a child and eyes grown.
Cut off at 25, right?
You know,
cut off used to be 25.
It used to be babies, as far as I'm concerned. But now we have, so they changed the rules, and you're allowed to be, I think, a Mrs. as well as you're allowed to be a mother, which makes sense.
I love it.
And they have raised the age limit.
Wow.
I think I'm still too old, but still. So our recent winner is Janelle Thongs. She won the title of Miss Trinidad and Tobago Universe, which is
TNT.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Miss Trinidad and Tobago Universe. Yeah.
Right, which is scheduled to take 2004, which is scheduled to take place in Mexico. Y'all have ever been to Mexico?
Yes.
No,
Isn't it
I've never
nice?
been to
It's
Mexico.
beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Right? Thongs was crowned during the local leg of the competition at Queen's Hall on Sunday evening. Congratulations to you, darling. And she is a whopping 32 young, right? And she also manages her own dental practice and has her charitable initiative is Let's each one reach one TT.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
That each one reach one?
Yeah.
It says let's, so I think it might be
Okay.
a typo, but which is a branch of Into the Bridge the Gap program. So if you want to learn some more about that, y'all could research her, reach out to her, contribute to her, and let's rally and support this lovely young lady.
How do y'all feel about it though?
Because
Just
I was
quickly.
I was gonna say, I mean, I love that they raised the age limit, because as young women,
Yes.
we have different ages here, guys.
Yeah.
And we all have experienced life as we get older, and so much more our eyes. I can't wait for y'all to get there.
Yeah.
Our eyes open as we get older, and I think raising the age limit just is yes.
Yeah.
Just is yes. It totally is yes.
I was looking at a lot of the posts and the comments beneath and that kind of thing. And of
Were they
course, you have
positive?
so many people who are positive and happy to see the changes, myself included. And then you have other people who would say things like, okay, she's too old or she's big boned or whatever. I want to just say for the record, I am here for it. One, the age, I think it would bring more substance to the show and that kind of thing. And two, the fact that she is bigger. Yes, she's bigger. She's thicker. She's not a stick figure.
Yeah, so that changes the standard of
yes, and it's more inclusive in my opinion as women. Too many stipulations are put on us as women from how we look to how we act to how we come on.
Yeah.
A woman is a woman is a woman no matter what. I think that Miss Universe, because it's the universe, right? Could be anybody, could look like anybody, could incorporate anybody.
Yeah.
So I am here for it. I want to see how it augurs. I want to see what the other countries bring with the new stipulations. I want to see big bodies, small bodies, in between bodies, short bodies, tall bodies, and I want to see different ages, and I want to see how they fare.
And I hope the judges are quite fair and understanding and embracing all of that, and not.
Well, they change it. Well, the rules change, so they should be open to it.
Yeah. Because sometimes you still have a bias, a mental bias.
Well, I just wanna add that I think so y'all read that Miss Universe, I think it's USA, is transgender.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I think he was
interesting.
She's the first transgender. Right. So
no comment.
Yeah. No comment. But right. So but Miss Thongs, she comes with crowns.
Yeah.
She comes with crowns and sashes. So she was a Miss Supernatural and she was a Miss Carnival Trinidad and Tobago.
She did the
so
thing.
This is what we're saying. This is what we're
Yeah.
saying. My girl has been here and she's done it and she is here. So I think we have a very good representative on our hands. Very good.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, girl. Yes.
Right. That's it there. Next.
Yeah.
Wrap
And
the
that,
segment.
ladies and gentlefolk, is a wrap for Let's Talk Trends.
Guys, keep it locked. We still have more show for you.
Show for you.
Go to commercial.
Go to commercial.
New Absolute Watermelon, always in season. 100% natural watermelon flavor, 0% added sugar. Not for persons under the age of 18. Enjoy responsibly.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Attention all parents, get ready to make this Java one your kids will never forget with La Jolla Tropicamp for children ages 5 to 12. For over 30 years, La Jolla Tropicamp has been the highlight of Java, offering a wide range of activities to keep your little ones engaged and entertained. From football to cricket, swimming to arts and crafts, there's something for every child to enjoy. Registration opens mid-June, so mark your calendars. Don't miss out on the chance to secure your child's spot in this unforgettable Java adventure. We know how busy parents can be, so we offer early drop-off and late pickup options for your convenience. No need to stress. We've got you covered. And what's Java without exciting field trips? Each week, our campers embark on thrilling adventures to local attractions, parks, and more. Conveniently located at the La Jolla Sporting Complex area with easy access to all major modes of transport. Getting to and from La Jolla Tropicamp is a breeze for parents. Plus, our experienced and fun counselors are dedicated to creating a safe and inclusive environment. Spots fill up fast, so secure your space when registration opens. Call 225-4375, extension 5318 today. EPL Properties Limited, enhancing people's lives.
Frisky's World! Yes, let's explore it! Wow, it's made with real salmon! Look what I found! Party mix cat snacks. There's the delicious taste of the tuna we love! Definitely coming back tomorrow. Frisky's, always more to explore.
Guys, we're back. We're back with more show for you. It's your Island Girls. I'm Crystal Kane.
I'm Smarlalu.
I'm Nicole Wong Chong.
And I'm Talia Alexander.
And if you're just joining us, of course, you missed a good show. You know, the show is always good at Island Girl Talk, yeah? When you get into it, of course, we covered the topic of the day, which is why do people ghost others? We got into that, the reasons and how to cope with it. All right? We didn't have a spotlight today, but that's all right. We spotlight ourselves, you know? Sip and spill, of course, asking all these steamy, spicy questions. You know, we like to overdo it when it's just us. You know what I mean? Of course, Nicole got into it with Let's Talk Trends. Again, big up Janelle Thongs.
Yes.
All right, we are here. We're rooting for you. We support you. But now, guys, you know what time it is? It's time for the Wellness Wavelength. There's been a minute since we did the Wellness Wavelength because the last couple of segments.
We have back-to-back guests.
That's right. And
guests.
Exactly, and time was of the essence, yeah?
Health is wealth. So
all right. Of course, the Wellness Wavelength is a fresh new segment where we talk about all things health, all things wellness, lifestyle topics, that kind of thing. And today, we be talking about the things, right? We're going to talk about a few ways to increase dopamine in your system naturally. Naturally, right? I'm sure there are many different ways, but we only go in about 5 or 6, all right? So sometimes if you feel a spout of low energy, you're feeling a little down and out for the count or whatever, there are little pick-me-ups that you can always do to make yourself feel a little better, a hit of dopamine, if you will, right? Surprisingly, the first one is dim the lights after sunset in your house and avoid them completely after 10 p.m. Right? So, right, max coming down to evening time, you know, the sun is at a certain angle in the sky, dim the lights in your house. Let the natural light of the setting sun enter your house if it can, and just have like a nice moody kind of lighting. All right.
Sounds nice.
Yes. And warm lights in my living room.
Yes, and once 10 p.m. reaches, completely avoid light altogether.
That's
Bright
your
light.
phone light too.
I just mute from the screen.
Right, bright lights in the evening. And the reason for this is bright lights in the evening tend to activate your brain region. It's called the habenula, and it drastically reduces your dopamine levels. All right, it affects your nervous system as well.
Okay.
So dim the lights, some mood lighting. Once evening. Yes,
And
really
no
and
screens
truly.
by 10.
Really and truly, we're only supposed to be up from 6 to 6 p.m. Right, and then getting ready for bed from that as human beings.
These girls here have me doing the most.
The other one is eat tyrosine-rich food. What is that? Foods such as lentils and chickpeas and oats and nuts and seeds. What tyrosine does is it supports your body's natural production of dopamine. And these foods are also rich in soluble fiber and supports your gut microbiome.
Yeah, I love lentils.
Yes, which actually...
How you just make it?
I just boil it.
And this too also helps to regulate your nervous system. All right. Another one. This one might be contrary, but I know Nicole is going to like this one. It says ingest 100 to 400 mgs of caffeine. Right? Caffeine has been shown to increase the availability of dopamine receptors, making your body more sensitive to dopamine. So in copious amounts, it might not be great, but for a hit of dopamine, caffeine is good. Yes. Last one, avoid melatonin supplements because melatonin suppresses dopamine release.
Wow, you know, people take melatonin
to sleep.
Yes. Yeah. It's recommended. Melatonin is recommended only if you have jet lag.
Right.
All right. So, yeah, and that's it. I want to add one more. It's called the belief effect.
Yes.
Okay.
Right? And they said use the belief effect smartly.
Okay.
As in, when you advance toward a milestone, consciously highlight that progress to your prefrontal cortex. For example, say to yourself, wow, I've made a lot of progress compared to 6 months ago.
Wow,
which is true.
I've made a lot of progress compared to 6 months ago.
Yeah. So in other words, hype yourself up. Don't play down your achievements.
So be your biggest gaslighter.
Yeah. No. Be your biggest supporter, cheerleader, and acknowledge when you have done work.
Yes.
There are a lot of people who tend to be like, nah, I know I did a thing, but you know, no. Big yourself up.
I will pick a downplay
and compare yourself to who you were 6 months ago, a year ago, because there's always improvement. It actually helps.
It's just sober thinking. In other words, you're just saying the facts about what you have done.
Yeah.
Right.
But I want to add to the second point where you spoke about legumes and I don't know the big
tyrosine-rich foods.
That food. I just want to add that ladies, during certain cycles of your month, you have to choose which ones because it also adds or takes away from estrogen and progesterone. Right. So you just have to. I mean, and this is micro picking. You can just eat. Or you can just, if you want to get into it, you get into it. So a little Google search never hurt anyone.
Being a woman is so hard.
I know. If you really
so many things to consider.
It is.
Yeah.
If you're not paying attention, then it's fine.
Right. So, guys, that is it. All right. 7 ways to increase your dopamine naturally. And that's a wrap for the Wellness Wavelength. Keep it locked right here to Island Girl Talk. We still have one more segment for you guys with the lovely towels. You're going to wear.
Yes.
Where you going?
Where you going?
Where you going?
All right.
Go to
commercial.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
New Absolute Watermelon, always in season. 100% natural watermelon flavor, 0% added sugar. Not for persons under the age of 18. Enjoy responsibly.
World world! Yes, let's explore it! Wow, it's made with real salmon! Look what I found! Party mixed cat snacks. There's the delicious taste of the tuna we love! Definitely coming back tomorrow. Friskies, always more to explore.
Never had them like this. KFC nuggets. Back on the menu with a twist. New spicy nuggets, the dark and the dark. KFC nuggets are the best around. A spicy nuggets, the best. With knock dips, no one we come test. I swear it's 100% chicken breast. And everybody else we hold second best. Back on the menu with a twist. Never had them like this. Spicy nuggets are the tastiest.
KFC chicken nuggets are back on the menu. Now you can choose between the new hot and spicy flavor or original, or mix them up starting at $24.95 only at KFC.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Island Girl Talk. My name is Talia Alexander.
I'm Nicole Wong Chong.
I'm Smar Lalo.
I'm Crystal Kane.
And what a program we had, man.
Oh,
With
yes.
our topic of the day. Why do people ghost others? Well, you know our points on that. We just
Yeah,
find
right
it
points.
outright disrespectful. But I hope that's a glean from, whether it is that you were the one doing it or it being done to you.
Yeah.
Seek help, seek healing. We all for that.
Yes.
Time to move forward, right? We had Sip and Spill segment. That was pretty interesting. This one wanted to take us back with some questions we did before because Miss Lady couldn't get it. So but she did plead the fifth, so big up to Crystal for that. And then we had Let's Talk Trends.
Pitting boom patung.
Nicole. You understand? And then we brought back this beautiful segment that we didn't do for quite a while, which is the Wellness
Wavelength.
But now we have the Empowerment Minute. Woosa. Right.
Indeed.
We're going to keep it really simple. Based on today's topic of discussion, I felt like we need to bring back a little bit of the old school, like I say, something missing from society, right? The golden rule. In everything, then do to others as you would have them do to you.
Absolutely.
All right? Say it one more time. In everything, then do to others as you'd have them do to you.
Absolutely.
And I'm
Love
going
it.
to add a little thing to that. When given the choice between being right or being kind, choose kind.
Choose kindness.
Kindness goes a long way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
People are having a hard time out there trying to just life, trying to provide, trying to find their way in life. We all searching.
Yeah.
And we could either add to their journey or we take away from it. And honestly, life comes full circle. Whatever you put out usually comes back to you. So you have to ask yourself the question, do you want to put out the negative? Do you want to make somebody's life a lot more difficult? Even if discussing hard stuff, do you want to speak the truth, but with grace? Let it come from love, not from malice where you want to tear down someone. So your motive and your intention is very important. Again, do to others what you know you want to be done to you. And once you do that, it doesn't matter the responses, because some people just outright negative. But I cannot see that mindset ever being at a default. Like, it will benefit you. You understand? So we end in a positive note there.
Yes.
Right?
Golden rule, boy.
The golden rule.
Indeed. That's it there?
And you don't have to be nice to be kind, but be kind.
I like it.
Yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was
the Empowerment Minute.
Usa. Hold your peace.
Hold
it.
it.
Neck. You know how we just do it up in there, right? So be kind, guys. Be kind.
Guys, as always, it is a pleasure to come and do this show for y'all. Right? Every Wednesday. All right. Yeah, it's your girls, it's your island girls. Next, as always, we love having you. Even though it's sprinkled here and there, the spice we didn't know we needed. Right? And of course, we'll be back next week, Wednesday, right here, 6 p.m. Ruby should be back by then, God willing. So, we will be here to talk the things.
The things on Mondays and Wednesdays, we're running on time.
Mondays and Wednesdays, of course, please remember to view us on Tempo Networks, where they are rerunning season 1. All right, you can catch up with all the topics that we did back then, see how far we've come. Of course, it shows from 8 p.m. prime time, you know. Prime time, you know. Right, from 8 to 9:30 p.m. Right, every Monday and Wednesday on Tempo Networks, Cable Network TV, from Flow to Amplia to Green Dot to Digicel Play to TSTT Blink. You can view us, or you can download and view us on the Tempo Caribbean Plus app. Yes. All right. You guys ready?
Yes.
Island Girl Talk, where women are free to simply be. Unapologetically. Keep it classy, guys.
Stay awesome.
Keep it sassy.
And hold your peace. Much love, guys.
Hold your peace.
Hold it. I'll come back next week and bring a friend.
Hold it right here. Hold your peace. Hold your peace.
Right up to here, man.
Bye, guys.
We miss you. Till next time. Have a great week.
Blessings.
Show me a panty. Oi, you shutting it down. You're sending me down. You're showing your tongue. Waistline go wrong. Wrong. I'm Rosie. Wrong. I'm Rosie. Where the girl them? On your body for me. Where the girl them? On your body for me. Wrong. I'm Rosie. Wrong. When it come to party, I like y'all. I don't want no man. If you know you're boring in the dance, then stay in your house. Plus, I like them loose, sweet but wet and sticky like juice. Plus, I don't mind juice. 3 or 4, I just can't choose. Skin it talk when you shake, make your body vibrate. When you bend in a break, 'cause you know fit gyrate. Bite your lip, you a freak. Left cheek, right cheek. 'Cause you know that you do when you look back on. Oi, you shutting it down. You're sending me down. You're showing your tongue. Waistline go wrong. Wrong. I'm Rosie. Wrong. Ladies, line up. No jokey thing, you know. A real proper brockouts. Line up. When it come to party, I like y'all. Don't want no man, wanna see the party up and down. Make it jump. If you see the smallie in the dance, more proper than dance. I ain't seen no faces, only waist, only bump. Make it tick, flip it like your gymnastic. It rain I made from plastic. That thing automatic. Look good, I see and I want it. Don't stop now, that's good practice. Oh yes, gotta make it nasty. Bend over, show me a panty. Oi, you shutting it down. You're sending me down. You're showing your tongue. Waistline go wrong. Wrong. I'm Rosie. Wrong. I'm Rosie. Where the girl them? On your body for me. Where the girl them? On your body for me. Wrong. I'm Rosie. Wrong. I'm Rosie. Wrong I'm Rosie. When it come to party, I like y'all. I don't want no man. If you know you're boring in the dance, then stay in your house. Plus, I like them loose, sweet but wet and sticky like juice. Plus, I don't mind juice. 3 or 4, I just can't choose. Skin it talk when you shake, make your body vibrate. When you bend in a break, 'cause you know fit gyrate. Bite your lip, you a freak. Left cheek, right cheek. 'Cause you know that you do when you look back on. Oi, you shutting it down. You're sending me down. You're showing your tongue. Waistline go wrong.